Yeah, I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. I can feel the air up there. When I feel so clear. I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been in another gear. Yeah, I've been on another way. About to blast off for days. Damn, they don't even know my face. Yo, what's up? We back again. It's Hoops and Brews. We haven't done an in-live version of Hoops and Brews in like 2 weeks, I think. It's been like 2 weeks.
Something like that.
3 weeks.
That sounds realistic to me.
Joe's off camera. He's right there,
Yes,
but he's
sir,
off
I'm here.
camera. We have a guest today.
Yes, sir.
We have, prefacing all of this, we have had conversations before the show even started.
A lot of them.
A lot of them before the show even started. So it's not like we're just getting here. And so some of these conversations we have we haven't went in depth on, but we have talked about before the show started. So I'm sure it's going to be a good, exciting episode today. But get your plug and let the people know where they can find you at and all of that and who you are.
I'm Ron. Joel likes to call me Suge. All my social medias go by Suganomics, similar like John Cena Thuganomics, but it's Suganomics like Suge Knight. It's going to be SUGEANOMISCS, Suganomics. Shout out Hoops and Brews.
Yes, sir. Thank you, my boy Ron, for coming on to the show today. For those who want a background, me and Ron have literally been talking basketballs together since like 2005. So that's like, it's 2022 now. So that's like 17 years. Me and him been going at it back and forth on the playground, everywhere you can imagine, the playground, the classroom. Now we finally bringing it to Hoops and Brews. I'm glad I finally got to bring my day one brother on. He know my family. I know his family.
I love that.
We about to have a nice, great, should be an amazing episode today. I'm looking forward to this. I've been trying to get on for a while, but we finally got him on. It's lit. We about to have a tune in, you guys. Listen up, because we go way back. We talk basketball every day.
That is my wireless.
Yeah, I've been tapped in with Hoops and Brews since about like early 2015. You know, shouts out Pavy.
Not
Pavy.
2015, 2020, 2016.
2016. It was 16. Yeah, 2016.
It was right after KD joined the Warriors.
Shout out Pavy. Shout out Thomas. TPJ. Shout out. You know.
Yes, sir.
Shout out the
Thank
guy.
you.
OG Thomas. Shout out Thomas, of course.
All right, what y'all want to talk about?
What are we starting with? What are we
going to first?
We going what? Draymond first or what?
We gotta get right into Draymond putting a gun at Bob Myers' head.
All right. So Draymond. Also, this is all alleged. Like, we don't actually know if man said this. This is all alleged. This is not. Listen, this is all alleged information. But this is also what Draymond should do. He's being represented by Clutch, which is Rich Paul. This is all what Draymond should do. Draymond should try to get the best deal possible.
Of course.
This is what he should do. But allegedly, a report came out. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Something like that.
That Draymond said that he wants the max,
Yep.
and I guess it's gonna put I guess it is going to put the Warriors in somewhat of a strain if the max is something that he indeed does want. So who would give Draymond the max?
Who would give Draymond the max?
Would you guys? Look, I'll say my opinion. For the Warriors, I would give Draymond the max. Number one, out of respect. Two, Draymond's max is but one.
I might have to hit that button. I'm sorry.
You're doing good though. You gotta. You're doing good though. For
sorry,
one,
bro.
why is it tweaked? For one, I
Sorry.
would give Draymond the max. One, I would give it to him.
That's crazy.
I would give it to him. One, I would give it to him out of respect. The fact of what he's done. Also, again, like, even if we look at the championship run, he's still, to me personally, he made the biggest play of the whole series. I know people talk about, but
that's one play, man.
Bro, it was late in game 4. He got the rebound and Gator assist Looney, which I think was like put him up 4 or put him up 6 or something like that.
Okay.
Like, he made one of the biggest plays of the game.
So Kamin couldn't have made that play, or anybody else?
Not right now.
Otto Porter couldn't have made that play.
Kaminga
Not right
definitely
now.
couldn't have made that play.
No,
Kamin couldn't have made that play. Otto Porter couldn't have made that play.
Right?
No.
Otto Porter even on the
Kevin Looney couldn't have made that
Otto
play.
Porter not there now. He passed it to man.
I'm talking about this based off last year. Other players could have made that play, G.
Who?
No.
What do you mean? Everybody I just named.
No.
Kuminga, Otto Porter, Kevin
No.
Looney. Like, G, let's not overrate. Let's
Otto
not act
Porter-
like Draymond wasn't an embarrassment for a lot of the playoffs last season.
He wasn't though.
He was. He was a liability.
Y'all
in
was
offense.
overrating how much I think people were really overrating how bad Draymond was last playoffs.
Honestly, I think it's been since 2016 since we've seen Draymond do the most elite Game 7 ever. You know, as far as a role player
Nah, dead
comes,
ass.
like
He a role player?
after that- Yeah, I would say he's an impact role player. Honestly,
You look at those niggas.
He not. That team is what it is because of the light skinned man Steph Curry. It is what it is. They are who they are because one of the top, arguably 12 best players to ever touch the basketball. Draymond Green, honestly, he deserves the max, and unfortunately, he will get it.
He deserves it.
I mean, he deserves it. He deserves
crazy
it.
Talk.
He deserves it solely because of his past work. Honestly, the way he plays now, I would not pay him because of his age and just the fact of looking back at all the players in the league. Chris Paul, for example, shout out CP3, that's my guy. But his hamstring is shot. You know what I'm saying? He on fire. He flaming right now on the legs. But yeah, I can't trust it. Draymond not as reliable. But then again, it's like, what do we expect from Draymond on a nightly basis? Like, are we holding our expectations too high for Draymond
No.
Green?
I think we expect what Draymond gives you.
No.
Like what do you expect of Draymond?
I think we expect him to somewhat be a threat on offense, and he has failed to do that for the majority of the time.
Though. He's one
not
of
a
the.
threat on offense. Gee, I've seen him catch the ball wide open on the 3-point line, and he's
But
not even looking at the basket to score.
But again, why do we think offenses? But again, why do we think offense is still strictly all?
And let's not forget, they did not the year before. They did not make the playoffs.
My
You want to know why they didn't make the playoffs? Because they could not beat the Grizzlies. Because Steph was double teamed. He dissed it off to Draymond, and Draymond smoked a wide open floater. Hold on, do y'all remember what play I'm talking about? Everybody knows what I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
He
but bro,
smoked a wide open floater when the best player on the team was double teamed, and you can't take advantage of that, and you want to give him max dollars. That's fucking insanity. Draymond Green has to come down to reality. He has to come down to earth and realize that if you can't capitalize on situations like that, it's not he just missed it, like he just back rimmed it or he went in and out. He hit like all backboard. It wasn't even going in. So I just think Draymond had to come to reality and realize, like, if I can't finish at the rim and I can't capitalize on situations where Steph Curry is double teamed, then I don't need a max contract, bro. Max contract players can finish on situations like that, and they can capitalize and they can do something off that. It's just not.
But again, his max isn't the max that you thinking it is, bro.
It's not the super max, but still, what is it? So what is it? What, like 22, 24,
No, it's probably
24
like
mil?
140
Probably
total.
140.
Over how many years?
Four,
Probably four or five.
So that's
That's
a lot of money.
like 20 a year.
It's like 28, 25, 26.
28?
He probably
For
get a
the
player option.
like, bro.
Ain't Jimmy Butler making like 28?
Jimmy Butler is not on.
Jimmy Butler is way better than Draymond Green.
Butler's not
I promise you that.
They don't have Jimmy Butler's bird right, so it's not the same, right?
This is true.
They don't have his bird right, so it's not the same.
But
This
so
is
what?
true.
We got a lot of upcoming talent coming here in Golden State. We got James Wiseman, number 2 overall pick. We got Jonathan
But none of them
Kuminga,
give
Moses
to the
Moody,
game exactly
Jordan
what,
Poole.
But none of them give to the game exactly what Draymond gives to the game, which is the point, bro.
Which is what? The antics and the
That shit matters though. Like everything Draymond does and he gives to the game, it matters.
Definitely. But to an extent,
to-
Draymond Green has been
very underwhelming.
For to be a Warrior, to be with the Splash Brothers, to be one of the teams that indoctrinated the 3-point line of today's
I
basketball.
hate that we say that. I hate people say that.
But it's the truth.
No, he didn't.
He cannot shoot. He cannot make 43s in the NBA season. Like, he made only 43s this season. Like, that is unacceptable, Draymond.
But
get in the gym.
But here is my thing though. Why? I don't want to watch Kobe highlights right now. I know people. I know that might sound terrible. I don't want to watch Kobe highlights right now. I do want to watch highlights right now, but not Kobe highlights right now.
Why do you feel that way?
I just don't want to watch Kobe highlights right now.
You need to bring up. I was looking at the other day. I was looking at Draymond's biggest plays in the playoffs, and it was like a 2-minute long video. G.
Relax, bro.
Why
for real. Let's be real.
You
Relax,
a Draymond.
bro.
I
You are
rock
the
with
biggest
Draymond is my dog, but
Relax,
he's not
bro.
the same player he was back when it was the prime. Back when
Actually,
prime
no, I will
versus
watch
went
this.
through
I don't
everybody.
think I've seen this. I don't think I've seen the 06-07 season. I've seen the other one when he was averaging however many fucking points per game. But no, like, for them, he deserves them. Like, again, if I'm the Magic, I'm not giving Draymond a max. But if I'm them, I'm going to give him a max.
Definitely not.
The Warriors give him a max.
Yes, they should.
Yes. They
First
need
of
him
all-
to win. They
first
need
of
him
all-
to win.
First of all, they have the money.
They do? Oh, because he have his bird rights. But it might put
they
you,
have the fucking
it'll
money.
put you in a tough position though, because you got a lot of
you
motherfuckers
play
you
in
need to
the-
keep.
You play in the Bay, which is one like if we just Google like most expensive markets in America.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's New York City, San Francisco right next to it. You play in
That's
the
fair.
Bay. Now, granted, if this was Oklahoma City, even when the Harden deal came up, if this was Portland,
Right.
But
if
G-
this was hold on, let me
feel-
wait, stop.
Okay.
If this was Portland, if this was what's another small market in the NBA? Milwaukee,
Charlotte.
Even with Charlotte, obviously Miles Bridges fucked himself out a whole bunch of money.
Oh my God,
we ain't gonna talk about it. He the fucked up about the facts, a whole bunch of money. But one of the reasons they was trying to unload contracts was because of the fact we got to pay Miles, and we got to Supermax and Melo, and we are in Charlotte, North Carolina. We can't pay all that much money for people.
I guess.
You are in San Francisco, California. Y'all got the money.
Texas.
Bro, have you ever looked Have you ever looked up Chase Center seats?
I know it's expensive. I know. Yeah, I have.
$600 seats for the mid-rows, man.
Like, bro, like they gonna make y'all have yes, y'all should pay that man a max.
But you have to look at all the talent and upcoming talent they have that's going to be.
Who is Draymond?
Wait. How many years has Jordan Poole been in the league? 2,
like
right?
2 or 3?
So they don't
4,
have to,
I think.
They have to pay him, right? Next year, right?
Yeah, next year.
So
and you got Kuminga,
him and Draymond come
you
at
got
the same
Wiseman,
time, I think.
you got Moody, you got Klay still under contract, you got Steph under contract. Like it's just like, gee, like we have money, but damn, do we really want to give money to a dude who can't make a floater to get us into the playoffs?
Though, man.
We really want to give money to a dude who can't give us a floater to get us into the playoffs? We missed the playoffs the previous year before winning the championship because this guy cannot finish the playoffs.
That is not why they missed the playoffs, bro.
That is. Because if he makes that floater, they go to the playoffs.
But listen, though. They had to have a whole season to get in that position, to be in that position.
Right.
They lost to the Lakers the game before. Did that not happen?
I did.
When LeBron allegedly couldn't see and hit a 3?
Yeah, I remember that, of course.
So allegedly couldn't see and hit a 3?
Yeah, that's
again, they had to play it. They had to play a whole season to get to that point. You can't blame Draymond for missing one layup when they had a whole fucking season to get to that point, bro.
See, it was a wide open layup, and it wasn't
care.
It wasn't like he
you
back rimmed
played
it.
83 games by then.
Okay, but you got to be able to capitalize. Max players capitalize on situations like that.
Rudy Gobert, you say he can't make a layup. He got a max deal.
I never said he can't make a layup.
Shout out Rudy.
Rudy Gobert
top 3 center.
Top 3?
Top 3.
You know what? Shake my fucking head.
I'm hitting the button on you, nigga.
Top 3.
Top 3
I'm hitting the button on you.
Top 3 is deep.
Hey, looking.
Top 3 is deep.
Hey,
he better than Bam. He better than Bam.
Yes, he's better than Bam.
Easily better than Bam.
He better than Bam.
He better than Bam.
Easily better than Bam.
He versatile as Bam. He's switching out on guards like Bam.
Throw him the ball.
Throw
him the ball.
I didn't see Bam strap Trae Young. I didn't see Bam go on the perimeter and strap LaMelo.
Rudy strap Luka.
Strap Luka.
I've literally seen it. I can pull it up.
I've seen Rudy get ran off the court by Terrence Mann.
Big deal.
Very big deal.
First of all, number one, if Terrence Mann, look, hold on, wait, I want to preface this. Shout out Terrence Mann.
Of course.
I love covering the Clippers, all of that.
Florida State.
But if Terrence Mann is going to give me 38 points, we deserve to lose that game.
Facts.
Yeah, because Gobert can't stop the bleeding.
No, if Terrence Mann
can't stop the bleeding.
No,
stop the bleeding. Mr. 3-time defensive player of the year.
Terrence Mann is going to score 38, if Terrence Mann is going to come off the bench, it's like if Sasha Vujacic in 2010,
Don't bring it, my man.
It's just like that. If Sasha Vujacic come off the bench and scores 38 points with Kobe Bryant, Pau Gasol, and Andrew Bynum on the court, and Sasha Vujacic comes off the bench and gives me 38 fucking points,
that's the
and
machine.
that's how we lose the game.
But you
know what? It's all you.
You want to know why Sasha Vujacic wasn't getting 38 off the bench?
Yep.
Because Kendrick Perkins had his defensive rotations on pack.
Oh my God.
Because Serge Ibaka had his defensive rotations on pack.
Question.
Because Carlos Boozer and those boys, Andre Carrick and those boys had their defensive rotations.
Had what?
Had his defensive rotations on
pack.
That's why players like Sasha Vujacic
is it Rudy Gobert?
Like that.
My question to you is it Rudy Gobert's fault that his perimeter defenders or his
is
perimeter
it Rudy
wings,
Gobert's fault that Jalen Brunson got $100 million because Donovan Mitchell created generational wealth?
Thank you. Hey,
Donovan Mitchell created generational wealth. Gee, if we go into the
for Jalen Brunson,
he don't want to get into that.
For Jalen Brunson,
really don't want to get into that.
If we go, no, stop. If we had this stop. If we had this conversation 3 months ago, not 3 months, 5 months ago, and I ask you, how much do you think Jalen Brunson is worth? You can probably say 60 million, 70
but
million.
But you acting like, stop.
Donovan Mitchell is the sole reason Jalen Brunson has created generational wealth for him and his family.
That's the reason why. And that's the reason why. Do you not remember when Luka went down versus the
who was cooking?
You remember? Jalen Brunson was averaging like 27. I saw him get
30.
27. I saw him get 30. Who the Jazz?
He was cooking.
Who was
Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell don't play defense.
Who was his main defender?
Donovan Mitchell probably.
Donovan Mitchell. None of them dudes in Utah play defense.
Was that
but
Rudy's
Rudy.
friendly?
Rudy was the only one in Utah to play defense. Their whole defensive scheme was surrounded by Rudy Gobert.
Their whole defensive scheme was send him to Rudy.
Ole and send him to Rudy.
And you see that didn't work out very well for them, did they? Got them a first round exit.
You can't fucking do that.
Hey, where'd that get them? Where'd that get them? My family, my people in the comments, where all that? Where'd that get them?
Because
got their ass cooked, got their ass home, got their ass sent home.
You can't do that.
No Luka on the court, and Jalen Brunson looked like Luka.
But to say
Jalen Brunson was looking like Luka.
To say Rudy Gobert is in top 3 is really, really, really wrong, because to an extent you want to bring up Bam Adebayo, great player, but he's in a defensive scheme where he doesn't have the same responsibilities that Rudy Gobert had. Rudy Gobert is arguably the best rim protector in the league, right? Obviously.
Not arguably, it's a fact.
Like, that's a fact, right?
Him and Giannis.
What did he average this year? He averaged like 15
And you
this
got
year?
the Robert Williams of the world.
Didn't Rudy Gobert
You got the
average?
Embiids of the world. You got the even
like
the
15
he averaged
you got the
15
Embiids of the world.
And
You
didn't
got
get you no
the
touches.
Evan Mobley's of the world. The Jared Allens of the world.
Listen,
And it's all different types of bodies. You got the Mitch
They
Robinsons
was
of
telling
the
him
world.
They was telling Rudy Gobert to get it off the glass.
DeAndre
And he
Ayton
was
of the
shooting
world.
68,
But it's plenty of
69%
players.
from the
I'm
field.
naming that's like also formidable.
No. Listen, they was telling that man to get it off the glass. They was doing some 2K stuff. They was telling him get the free
You
board.
got the Jacob Pirtles of the world. I'll take Jacob Pirtle.
Over Rudy Gobert, you lying.
It's very close.
God. Rudy Gobert is
Very close. I think he's one of the most underrated defenders in the league.
Hit the button for yourself.
I'm like
Hit the button for yourself.
Jacob Pirtle was solid.
All world Rudy Gobert.
It's a lot of
Hit
players.
the button for yourself.
I just named a lot of solid
That is
defenders.
That is gross. Thank you. Hit the button for yourself. Shout out Rudy.
I just named a lot of solid rim
disrespecting that
protectors.
man.
No, it's
By far third best big. And the people out there saying, we'll get into the Timberwolves, but we'll get into the Timberwolves. Back to Draymond. He will get paid, but
by the
He
Warriors.
should get paid by the Warriors.
He will get paid.
Probably
They
by the
not
Warriors.
give him more than $15 million.
he put a gun to Bob Myers'
They not
head.
give him-
Draymond.
Gee,
Why not?
because he's a liability on offense, and it has been.
I don't. But listen.
Look, there's a strong
Rob,
argument.
He's a defender. He's the
Well,
defender.
no. Rob, I have an issue with people, right? I have an issue with people saying people who don't score points are a liability on offense. Here is why.
But
Because
Draymond Green?
stop. And first of all, you a fucking basketball coach. You should understand this. Offense is more than just scoring points. If you
Most
setting great,
definitely.
if you setting great screens,
Most
that's
definitely.
offense. If you making great passes,
Most
that's
definitely.
offense.
Okay.
If you're doing
I can
offensive
agree with all
boards, that's
that, but don't-
offense.
you going for- you're not gonna mention what I'm gonna mention, though.
Everybody don't have to score fucking 25 points a
Okay.
night to be a good offensive
Okay,
player.
but if the defense cannot even look at you and then get away with it,
What
then
is
that's a
Draymond-
fucking problem.
What is
The
Draymond?
defense should not be able to
what is
not look at
Draymond-
you.
what is
Not,
if there was a stat out there for the hockey assist, right? What would Draymond be averaging at? Would he lead the league in hockey?
there is a stat
assists?
for hockey assists.
Doesn't he?
You can have that.
Doesn't he lead the league
Okay.
for hockey assists? He's
Possibly,
up there.
but you can look it up if you want.
He's up there, right?
More than likely.
Number one, also, I think when people play all Draymond, it's an advantage to the Warriors because he gets to drive and
He doesn't drive though. He just stands up there in triple threat like a fucking
he gets
shithead.
to he gets to one. Like I never understand people think Draymond hinders the Warriors' offense. I never understand that.
They played. I can argue they played better basketball against the Grizzlies without Draymond on the court.
That's bad.
And
I
they-
disagree with
I
that.
can-
They're not
I
a
can argue-
championship. I would
they
argue
played
that
better
they're not a
basketball.
championship contending team without Draymond Green.
They're not.
That's cap.
I would argue
In
that.
2020, in 2016, I would agree with you, but in 2022,
They're not.
No,
They're not.
with Otto Porter and Kuminga and the guys they had that was playing the role Draymond
You
played.
think Otto Porter is gonna match Draymond with what Draymond Green gave you?
Against the, they didn't. They,
Boy,
that's
you
what
lying.
that's who they had against the Grizzlies out there. And he was doing his job.
Hit the bud.
He was doing his job. Let me know if I'm lying. In the comments, my people, let me know if I'm lying. They was holding it down at the four.
That's
Belisa, Kuminga, Otto Porter,
Bylisa,
all those
Kuminga,
Gary
Otto
Payton,
Porter.
all those guys was
Stop
holding it
that.
down when Draymond Green was not there. They was still playing very good basketball. Let's not do that.
Awful.
This man still pressing the button.
Awful.
Bro, stop.
Awful.
No, bro. We can like yes, Draymond Green for this basketball team is like number one. Look at what he's done for this franchise. His max is not going to be the same max as fucking if Jayson Tatum resigns.
Why
or
not?
if
Yeah,
Bradley,
it's not a super max.
Because
It's not a super max, but
he
it's still
didn't make all NBA. It's gonna be like 160. Now $100 million is a lot of fucking money.
Over how
but
many
they
years?
got the goddamn
Over
money.
4 or 5?
4 years. They got the goddamn money.
They don't. They have a lot of
player
young
option.
They want to risk losing Poole. You want to risk losing
got
Kuminga?
the money.
You want to risk losing Moody?
Trust me, they
You
were
wanna
going to the
risk
luxury
losing these
tax
dudes?
for Poole.
You really want to
Here's
risk
the thing.
losing
They
these
will
dudes who
go
could be
into
there
the
for years
luxury
in
tax
advance?
for Poole.
Here's the thing.
I don't think I want to risk that.
Here is
Me
the thing.
personally.
They will go
Here is
into the
the thing.
luxury tax.
Mr. Draymond, I'm not going to shoot. I'm not going to score.
No, what you're getting mixed up is this. They have all of these players' bird rights. They can retain all of these players. The issue is their luxury tax bill would just be high as fuck. My thing is this. You are a team in the Bay Area. If we Google right now, actually, you know what? I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google most expensive markets. TV,
They definitely top 4, top 5.
They probably number 5. Say Lakers.
No,
Lakers,
no.
Knicks.
I'm talking about most expensive markets.
Oh yeah, they up there.
In
They probably won.
You want to go get mans downstairs?
I got you.
Most expensive markets in America. If you want to Google the most expensive markets in America, I'm guarantee you San Francisco is probably New York, San Francisco, LA, whatever the fuck else, but they somewhere up in the top 3. They will make the money back. I'm a person, I have a Chase card. So Chase Center, I get rewards if I go to the Chase Center. So sometimes I look at Chase Center tickets. Them shits are outrageous.
Yeah, 700,
also,
600.
you make the playoffs every year. So it's not like we can even get to the Knicks and why I think grabbing Donovan Mitchell would be good for them and whatever the fuck else. Like, bro, that means the Warriors play minimum 100 games every year.
Facts.
82, actually more than that, because you got to think preseason. How many is it? 8 preseason games?
I think it is. I think it is like 8 or 10. 8 or 10. It's not that many, but I'm sure they have like opening nights and stuff. And they still host other events in the arena. Who knows if the owner actually owns the arena, the owner of the Warriors? Does he actually own the arena?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
But
either way
it goes. They're playing, either way it goes, they're going to be playing 50. They're going to be playing 50. I would say 50 plus games.
50 plus games in their arena a year. Not to mention jersey sales. Not to mention TV rights. Not to mention whatever the fuck. You gonna make the money back, G. Yeah. Like it ain't like we talking about like I said, Oklahoma City. We talking about Charlotte. We talking about Portland,
Sacramento.
We talking about markets who can't. Like we're talking about San Francisco.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
courtside seats probably. What, 5,000 a game for the bad games?
I am digging into the luxury tax if I'm all in on winning. And I think that the Warriors are all in on winning, right? Obviously. So they're going to dig into luxury tax for Jordan Poole. I don't know about Wiseman. They might send Wiseman packing. I'm not going to lie.
Hot takeonomics in here.
They might send Wiseman packing, but definitely they're going to max Poole. They're going to max Draymond. It's just bad that the Draymond, the rumor had to come out.
Y'all think he getting that max?
They're not gonna max Poole.
The rumor came out. The rumor came out, and you know Draymond got his podcast, New Media. It's nasty. It's nasty. I mean, they got no choice, right? Because of what he did historically.
They have a choice, but they had to have a choice. But their choice should be to pay him.
Agreed. Draymond deserves the money.
Hey, Ron, what's gonna happen if they don't give him the money? He gonna hold him. What he gonna do? He gonna go in the podcast and wild out.
If he don't get the money, that locker room gonna get bad. It's gonna get real nasty in the Warriors locker room. With the influence that Draymond has, it's gonna get real nasty. Them reports is gonna come out and it's gonna be bad. But I don't think Draymond's that type.
Draymond's not that immature.
He's not that type of person. He's not that type of person. And honestly, I think he really loves playing alongside Curry and Clay, setting them dirty screens.
And he be setting wild crazy screens.
Setting them dirty screens.
Wild crazy screens.
That's a conspiracy, nigga.
Nah, it's not a conspiracy. They are the king of boomer screens.
Him and Gobert him and Bogut back in the day. Shout out to the
boy. They used to
the Warriors who used to tackle players.
They used to set some of the most illegal screens I've ever seen. Like they never knew a set screen.
Crazy how the refs just never saw it.
Bro,
PJ Tucker.
They never knew a set screen.
PJ Tucker was
okay. Y'all both Brown. Y'all like Brown will be getting with all the most mad travels we ever seen in our life.
This ain't got nothing to do with the GOAT.
What you mean? It's fair. You get away with travels, we get away with screens. Who gonna win?
Oh my God.
It's even battle.
But yeah, definitely pay that man. Pay that man. He deserves it. I mean, he was looking real bad. I mean, like Pavy said, I mean, maybe I see Draymond different, but that is what we should expect of Draymond, right? As long as he brings this intensity and a tenacity on the floor, and he play makes, that's what we expect. And he is very impactful.
I'm not giving nobody 150
he does not
to do
put the
that
ball
shit.
in the net.
But how much is Patrick Beverly making?
Don't
Somebody let me know how much.
Don't do that.
How much is Patrick Beverly making? Why not?
do
How much is
that.
Patrick Beverly making?
Don't
Why?
do that.
Why you can't get the same bread as Patrick Beverly?
I feel
Patrick Beverly gladly take his little 8 mil. Patrick Beverly
Don't do
no
that.
problem. He take his 10 mil.
Don't do that.
Why
Don't
the
do
fuck
that.
in 2022 Draymond can't take his Patrick Beverly contract?
Is Patrick Beverly gonna get bought out?
He could get bought out. I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
feel bad for him because he was really happy.
You're not gonna- somebody to sign him. He come to LA, right? Remember, we was recruiting him heavy back when we went to the
Pat
we went to
Bev
that
could definitely come to
we went to
LA.
that Clippers
Come
Warriors
to LA.
game. We went to the playoffs
He
game.
could definitely come to LA.
We got a spot for him. But look, Draymond needs to accept that. Like I'm like Patrick Beverly 2.0, and I need to take my Patrick Beverly money.
Crazy.
2.0.
That's such a crazy statement.
It's
Draymond
that,
Green
bro.
is an
That's such a
Draymond
crazy
Green is
statement.
a
It's that.
Draymond Green is an above
Draymond Green
average
is what?
playmaker. He's an above average playmaker.
Okay, he might have a dime every once in a while. He might get a couple dimes.
That's
my
a
God.
crazy
I'll make a couple
statement.
fire dimes once in a while when I be hooping
God.
No,
too.
the fuck you won't make a couple fire
won't.
dimes in the
When
National
playing with the shooters he
Basketball
play with?
Association.
With the shooters he
You still
play
gotta
with?
get him the ball, bro.
Bro, the best thing about Draymond Green at this point is how he grabs the ball and pushes it out of the fast
That's
break.
bad, bro. That's a bad
He
take.
finds people out of his fast break.
That's a bad.
No, it's not.
That's a bad.
No,
take.
it's
You
not.
cannot compare him
He'll
to
get 3
Patrick
rebounds on the fast
Beverly.
break. He'll find Gary Payton trailing. He'll hit him for a layup. He'll find Clay in the corner.
Gary
He'll find
Payton
Steph
gone.
trailing.
Gary Payton
He'll
in-
find different
in
things, bro.
Portland.
That's the best thing about Draymond Green at this point.
He went to
In the
Portland.
half court, he is not a plus for them. In the half court, I will argue the Warriors are a minus when Draymond Green is in the half court with him because the defense does not have to pay attention. It does not have to pay any attention to him.
So who would make him a plus
Who will make them a plus
on their roster right now?
on their roster right now? I think if Kuminga should be ready to step into that role.
Kuminga has no playmaking, nowhere near the playmaking cadence that Draymond Green has. Draymond Green, as far as playmaking and the knowledge of the floor, the impact that he provides, hedging off a screen, switching. Jonathan Kuminga needs to maybe stay
I think
behind
he's learned
Draymond
enough.
and
He's learned
learn
enough.
more.
He's already learned
Kuminga
enough.
shoot about as good as Draymond on top of that. He can't fucking
Exactly.
shoot.
He could dunk on somebody.
No. Stop.
He can dunk on somebody.
I mean, obviously, they all
he can
dunk on
explode.
people.
He can attack the rim. He can be a threat on offense. One of
Right.
Draymond Green.
Right. He can be a
without
slashing
doubt.
threat.
He can be a threat.
He can be a
He
slashing
can be a threat. The defense can't just turn their head on Kuminga. I promise you that. They can turn their head on Draymond though and won't get punished for it.
So you want to get rid of the
They won't
whole
get
Steve Kerr
look,
offense?
If I'm a defensive coach, I'm scheming. I'm
So
not.
fact, so you
I'm
wanna
turning my
abandon
head on
the whole
Draymond.
offense.
You want to get rid of the whole Steve Kerr offense, put the ball back in Curry hand, and
Let him dribble the
Put
whole
the ball
time.
back
And
in
let-
Curry hands.
You want to? That's what's gonna happen.
They
If
have no other
leaves-
playmakers.
If Draymond leaves, they're not gonna put the ball in Klay Thompson's hands. They're not gonna put the ball in Jordan Poole's hands. Klay Thompson.
They not gonna put the ball in Jordan Poole's hands.
From what I see on the game,
You would have
They're not gonna put the ball in Jordan Poole's hands.
The thing you have to do is
you read what you just said.
The thing you have to do is you would.
Anybody else hear what you just
have
said?
to do you would have to Steph at the. You had to.
They not gonna put the
You had
ball
to
in Jordan Poole's hands.
insert Jordan Poole in the starting lineup.
Exactly.
Move Klay
Anybody else
to
hear
the
that?
3.
and that's
Put
bad for
whoever the
Klay.
fuck at the 4. It's
That's-
not bad for Klay. It's
You don't
not bad
think
for
so?
Klay.
You don't
No,
think
I
so
think
with
at this
his
point in
legs?
time, Klay is a better 3 than a 2.
Okay, yeah, I would agree because the 3
You would
position
have
is
to
slowly depleting.
Yeah, you would have
as
to
far
put
as
Klay at the
talent-wise.
3, whoever the fuck at the 4, and then figure out your 5. So but it's just. I fuck with.
That's not Warriors
I fuck
basketball.
with Draymond, bro.
I fuck with Draymond too, but Max is insanity.
He got to
It's
pay
gonna
that
be
man.
140. It's not gonna be crazy.
140, so that's what, 22 million a year, 20.
Something like that.
22,
Probably. It's not gonna be.
He don't need that much money, bro.
Why not?
But to be a liability on
But
offense.
but to speak, we all know what's going on in the media and the news nowadays.
insanity,
As far
bro.
as with these clauses and these incentives coming out,
No more podcast
I would-
for Draymond. If I give you 22 million, you can't podcast no more, nigga.
I would
no more
would
podcast after the
definitely
game.
I would definitely be telling Draymond you need to get back in that All NBA defensive bag. I would definitely be telling
Wasn't he?
Draymond.
What was Draymond all defensive last year?
Did
He made
all-
he made one of the teams. I don't know if
It's
it
a
was
great
second,
question.
third, or
Did he?
first. Oh no, second or first.
He made second. Okay, so
No,
yeah,
no,
pay that man.
Wait. I'm looking. Let me all defense.
He was definitely a minimum second team.
I'm gonna look it up. He did make a team.
He did it.
No.
No, so that's
didn't
what I'm
make
saying.
none
He
of
needs
the
to make.
defensive teams.
He needs to
That's
make a
sad as
defensive
fuck.
team. He needs to make a defensive.
But also,
team.
didn't Draymond get hurt midway through the year?
He did get hurt.
No,
Yeah.
I'm lying. He did. He made first team.
Oh,
First team.
see, they
It was
pay that
Rudy,
man.
Jeremy Jackson. Wait, no, I don't think that was the first team. Hold on. Let me actually look at what team it was. He made second team.
Pay that man. That's all I need you to do, Draymond. Give me them assists, play make, bring that
Yeah,
intensity.
he made second team.
And
Second team was Bam Adebayo, Draymond Green.
Yeah, I knew you made one team at least.
Second team was Bam Adebayo, Draymond Green, Drew Holiday, Tybal, and Robert Williams. First team was Giannis, Mikal, Rudy Gobert, Jaren Jackson, and Marcus Smart.
Oh my God, Drew Holiday got Hey, Drew Holiday,
He a dog.
brother, you should have made first team. Sorry, should have made first team.
Over who?
Who made first team?
I don't think, man. I
Over
know that
who?
Mikal was in the top 3 for Defensive Player of the Year, but
You're not fucking with Mikal, the number 1 team in the fucking West?
I think Drew Holiday
60
honestly
wins?
I think Drew
They
Holiday
don't beat that
honestly
shit without Mikal,
I
bro.
think didn't we not see Drew Holiday perform? I think that was game 5, right? When he made those plays.
That's two different. That's a forward and a guard though. That's a forward and a guard, G.
Finals?
Oh, who made?
That's
can you
a
repeat
forward
who was
and a guard,
Who
bro.
was the guard? I think Mikal
The
was
guards
a guard,
is
right?
Marcus Smart and somebody else.
What side? What are we talking about?
Drew Holiday. We talking about
This
the first team. Yeah, wasn't that game 5 when he made that
In
play?
Boston?
Yeah,
I think it was game 5. I think it was
game
5.
4 or
No, it was game 5. They
game
were
5.
in. What's the games?
It was in Boston, definitely. It was
it game
definitely in
6?
Boston. It might have been because they lost that game. It was game 5.
It's game 5.
It was game 5.
It's
Because game 6 was that.
because they went up 3-2.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this shit's over with.
Yeah, it
And
was
they
game
came
5.
back 1 and they won. Yeah.
Definitely should have made
Game
first
5.
team all
It's game
defense. I think he's the best perimeter defender in the league.
I'm not arguing with that.
I definitely think
Who's
he's
the
the
best?
best.
Drew Holiday?
Drew Holiday is the best
I'm not arguing
perimeter
with that.
in
defender.
the
All right.
entire league.
I'm not arguing with that. But we could have another topic I want to talk about. Kevin Durant. What can you tell me what moment we on in the thing so I can
We are at 30 minutes in.
30 minutes in? It's literally 30 minutes in?
Yes.
All right.
literally.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin
Boston
Durant.
Celtics. Allegedly, the Celtics put up an offer for Kevin Durant. What I saw was Jaylen Brown and Derek Williams. That's what Jaylen Brown, Derek Williams, and picks for Kevin. I don't even know that it works in the trade machine, but that's what I saw. Jaylen Brown, Derek Williams, and picks.
I think.
Once, nigga, whoa, I ain't even posed a question yet, brother.
For sure.
Do you think the Celtics should make that trade? And if that's one, do you think the Celtics should make that trade? 2, is that enough for the Nets? And 3, if that is not enough for the Nets, what else should be included? And 4, do you think that makes the Celtics a lock to even get back to the finals? Not even win it, but even to even get back to the finals.
To answer the question, the first part, I would say no. I'm not taking that trade. I'm not trading Jaylen Brown. Honestly, we're running it back. We just picked up. Brogdon.
You as a Celtics, you're not trading Jaylen.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. We just picked up Brogdon. We're running it back.
Brandon.
We're running it back.
Do good dope, Brandon.
We're getting younger. I mean, we're getting older. We're getting more in our prime.
Do good dope.
We're running it back. But if I were to
Do
make
good
that
dope,
trade, honestly, the Nets, if I'm the Nets and I'm pulling out on a 4-year
Do good dope,
top
bro.
15 player all time, top 5 player, 37-6 guy, I'm coming after Brown. I'm coming after, honestly, Tatum or Brown can
When is
go.
he 37-6?
Do good dope.
He averaged 30, 7 and 6 and shit. I think it was like 29.5, 7 rebounds and 6 assists, something
It
like
was
that.
30 points?
Yeah, it was
I gotta Google this
29.8. But
I gotta Google this shit.
if that's what I'm getting, if that's what I'm giving up, I'm honestly taking Smart. I'm taking Defensive Player of the Year. I want Robert Williams, and I want Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum.
He did average 30, 7 and 6. That did happen.
Yeah, I want Jaylen
He
Brown.
averaged 29.9. That did happen.
That's what I'm saying. I want Jaylen Brown or Tatum. I want Marcus Smart, and I want Robert Williams, and I want at least 2 firsts, unprotected. At least 2 firsts. You can keep Grant Williams. You can keep Brogdon. You can keep and do what you got.
Shoot 51% too.
That's what I'm saying. So
And
that's
38%
what
from three.
I'm coming for that.
That did
Honestly, I want Smart Williams, 2 picks, and
3.
either Brown or Tatum. Honestly, I would rather take Jaylen Brown because hot take, but I think Brown might be a little bit better than Tatum. Honestly, they not that far.
Bullshit,
They
nigga.
not that
Was Jaylen
far
Brown
apart.
first team All NBA?
They
nigga?
not that far apart,
bro.
Was
They not
Jaylen Brown
that
an
far
All-Star starter? Was Jaylen Brown first
not
team
that
All
far
NBA?
apart. Did you look at
the fucking finals?
Was he there?
They not that far apart.
Who shot 22 Who shot 22%
Did
from
Jaylen
the
Brown
field?
get 46 in Game 6
Who
versus
dunked-
Giannis?
who
Did
dunked one
did
time in the finals?
Did he not shoving
One thing
Who dunked one time in the finals?
Hold on, Joe. I know you love Tatum. I
You
know
know
you
how big
love
time
Tatum.
that is, bro. You got to give credit where it's due, bro.
Who
Give my
dunked
dog
one
his
time in the
credit.
finals?
Give my dog his credit, man.
Pavy, Pavy, I know Joe loves
Give my
Tatum,
dog his credit,
but
man.
Give
my dog his credit. I'm tired of niggas,
Tatum
bro.
gonna get you in the bonus in the fourth
tired of
quarter?
niggas, bro.
I don't think so.
He don't need to get you in the bonus.
I know Jaylen Brown's gonna get you in the bonus.
Shooter.
Oh no,
Jaylen Brown, he's not gonna dribble the ball off his foot.
Jaylen Brown's gonna get you in the
dribble the ball off
bonus.
his foot.
I saw
Jaylen Brown
Tatum
gonna be
do
on
that.
bullshit.
He had the most turnovers in NBA fucking history.
Because he had to do these.
Because he can't do the shit.
That's not true.
He should have to fucking do
Fuck
these.
out of here.
That's the fucking issue.
Tatum
That's why I
so
traded for
when it mattered
Malcolm
most,
Brogdon.
nigga. We've seen Tatum so
That's
when
why
it
I traded
mattered.
for Malcolm Brogdon because he can't do
Tatum was
it.
the first team All NBA. Tatum was an All-Star starter.
What did Tatum do in the? Didn't he
All-Star starter.
Didn't he shoot like 33% in the
All-Star
finals?
starter, bro. Jaylen Brown won't be an All-Star
like
starter
33.
ever,
He
bro.
shot 22% from 2 in the finals.
Like I said, the man, from what I saw, it was reports. I'm not 100% sure. You might have to stat check, guys. You might have to go back and watch.
Tired of niggas, bro.
But I think we were into the middle of October.
Tired of niggas,
we were in the middle to the month of November. That's like probably
I might
like
hit the button.
15, 17 games into
When it
the
was
season.
ass?
And he was like shooting. He only had like 10 free throws attempted throughout the whole first like 16 games of the
Because
season.
he hooped like he light skinned.
And that's crazy to me. I don't like the sidestep.
He hooped like
he is
I don't like
light-skinned.
that sidestep 3 shit that he be doing.
He is light
Jason
skinned.
Tatum
He need to
hooped,
get in the
no,
post.
look, Jason Tatum hoops like an R&B singer.
Facts. Facts.
He hooped like a 90s R&B singer.
Facts.
If I went to see a 90s R&B singer hoop, I think it's Jason Tatum.
Tevin
the
Campbell.
fuck outta here.
Tevin
Now
Campbell.
you doing what he did.
Tatum is
Now
Tevin
it-
Campbell. No cap.
I'm crying.
Tevin
Tevin Campbell.
Tevin
That's
Campbell.
bullshit.
Tevin Campbell.
That's
We're
bullshit.
naming that episode this.
Tatum
Jason
is Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell. We're naming this episode.
What are we doing?
I'm putting this down immediately in my
Tatum
notes.
is
That's
Tevin
bullshit.
Jason Tatum is
That's
Tevin
bull-
Campbell.
That's bullshit.
Tevin Campbell.
That's he cannot. He cannot. I'm not making a trade. Honestly, I'm not. I mean, I get it. 37-6.
All right, look. So here's why I would make the trade. I would make the trade simply because of the fact, number one, I am a business. We're gonna get Kevin Durant, Jayson Tatum on the same
Yes,
team.
sir. The East
We're
only
gonna
getting
sell
better.
out. Not even. We're gonna sell out the arena.
The East only getting
I'm gonna
better.
fill out that garden.
You're gonna sell out the Garden.
The
every
East only
single
getting
fucking
better. Chris Middleton back next year. James
gonna
Harden
sell-
back next year.
We're gonna sell out the Garden every single night. So I would make the trade strictly off that. Also, if I just have to give up Jaylen Brown, and again the original trade was Derek White and some picks, fuck it.
And Grant Williams.
Definitely
picks,
doing
yeah.
that. I'm definitely
If
doing
it's
that.
Grant Williams, but you gotta add me somebody else in there if you're the Nets. You gotta send me one player back.
But
What?
I-
So Grant Williams, Marcus Smart, and James
I'm not
Brown
giving you
enough,
smart.
and
If I give you
and
smart, I'm
three
not doing
picks?
it. If I give you smart, I'm not
Smart
doing
is
it.
that important?
Smart
You got
is
Malcolm
not-
Brogdon, bro.
You're not letting Smart go
You
at
got
all.
Malcolm
No.
Brogdon.
At all.
You have
you're
Malcolm
not
Brogdon.
You're not letting Smart
You
go.
have Brogdon and Derek White, bro.
Because I am a person who thinks Marcus Smart is one of the backbones of that team, if not the backbone of that
I give you
basketball
that.
team.
I agree.
So I am not letting Marcus Smart.
You
out
have Brogdon and Derek White. That makes
Fuck what?
that literally
Derek
makes Marcus
White,
Smart expendable. G.
Derek
Derek,
White.
like, what are we
Derek
doing?
White.
bro? What are we
White.
doing?
Derek.
What has Malcolm Brogdon?
Brogdon's been hurt his whole career.
What?
Stop. When has Malcolm Brogdon ever been named the best in the NBA at anything?
I mean, he's still one of the best shooters, one of the best distributors.
How we know that? Prove
Based on
that.
is he like 50? He's damn near 50, 40, 90 every year he
That
played. in the
happened
league.
1 year.
That did happen 1 year.
Exactly.
But he's like 16
He
a
could
game.
be-
But he
Exactly.
doesn't. But he does not impact the game defensively like a
He
But
don't
you,
impact the
you
game in
still
no
have
aspect.
you still have
Marcus
Robert
Smart.
Williams.
No,
You
no,
still
don't
have
say
Robert
that.
Williams. You still have Tatum out there defending. You still have Brown playing good defense. You still
He's
have
gonna be
all these
gone.
solid defenders. You still have Udoka with the same defensive system. You still have all these guys.
You wonder
System
why
is
that
still in
system
place.
works? Because I have fucking Marcus Smart and Robert Williams.
Robert Williams is still there. Malcolm Brogdon can imitate kind of what Marcus Smart brings to the
lying.
table.
Don't do that.
Boy, you lying.
Don't do that.
Boy, you lying.
Malcolm Brogdon
Hit
can't
the
stand.
button for
Boy, you
yourself.
lying.
Malcolm Brogdon can't stand in front of his man.
Boy, you lying.
Hit the button.
Malcolm Brogdon,
Marcus
Derek
Smart
White
did
can't stand in
more
front of
than-
their man.
Malcolm
They
Brogdon
can't stand in front.
can't-
Don't act like they can't stand in front of their man,
Malcolm
bro.
Brogdon
Y'all
can't play
exaggerating.
60 games, man.
Marcus Smart can guard 1 through 4.
1 through 4.
Some fours. Some fours.
Some
A majority of the
yeah,
fours.
like if the four is
majority of the
if the
fours.
four is winning Gabriel,
If the four is Danilo Gallinari, definitely. You feel me?
No, he's
Some
this
fours.
job against
if the
Giannis
four is
sometimes.
man, bro, if the four is
A
motherfucking,
decent job.
if the
Obviously,
four
I would
is
say that he did
what's the
decent
nigga
job.
name?
He's not gonna shut
If the
mans
four is
down.
Maxi Kleber,
Obviously, he ain't gonna shut mans down, but
But
he's gonna. He's at least
capable.
offered resistance.
if the four is
I
Maxi
would give you
Kleber,
that.
He's offered resistance.
He's offered resistance.
if the four is one of them guys, I feel
he's
you.
right. He's
got one
offered
for four.
resistance. He's offered resistance. I would honestly,
You
I
can
would
take
say
that risk, G, with Kevin Durant, Tatum, Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, Derek White. You're not losing that much.
Why does it?
All you lose is the inconsistent.
My thing is this:
shot selections that Marcus Smart consistently makes every night.
Why are we leaving? Why is KD trying to leave the Warriors? I mean, the Nets. Correction, the Nets. And you got Big Bad Ben Simmons coming back.
I can't pinpoint the reason why he's trying to lose the Nets,
Big Bad
but I would have to tell you the reason why is because he felt like they mistreated Kyrie Irving and didn't give him a max. They didn't extend him.
They got Big Bad Ben Simmons.
They're not going to extend my man. You're not going. It's like, gee, like me and you was on the same team, bro. I'm like, bro, you're not going to extend my man's Ron. You're not going to extend him. You're not going to extend my man's Ron. I can't stay here, bro.
Right with that.
I can't stay here.
But you got 4 years though. 4 year obligation.
KD got 4 years, yeah.
What's up with KD signing a deal like that, bro?
I don't
look.
Me personally, because I feel like KD made one of the strongest moves in NBA history by going to the Warriors. I personally think him requesting a trade from the Nets is one of the weakest moves in NBA history. I think he made one of the strongest moves, and then he kind of bounced back and making one of the weakest moves. It's not cool. No. Strongest, like all the criticism he took, bro. You got to be a very strong man to go to the Warriors, bro. After you just lost to them, the criticism was crazy. It was on. I would never forget the day when I found out the information. You know, when Woj first tweeted that.
You know, I ain't never gonna side with that. So you can go somewhere.
The criticism he took, he knew he was gonna take. Is insane. G, you have to be as strong mentally to know you're gonna take that criticism and then deliver afterwards, bro. Deliver afterwards. Bro, nothing in the NBA is guaranteed. You got to realize that, bro.
I'm also a person who thinks Kevin Durant is slightly over the hill, but he's still a really good basketball player. So
he is over the hill. He's over the hill. He's over the hill. He's over the fucking hill. He's over the fucking hill. What are you talking about?
He is over the hill, but
he's not. He ain't even healthy like that.
Like, what are you doing? Like, yo, do we have to pull actual Kevin Durant footage? Like,
but that was the 1 seed when he was. Was it not the 1 seed? Was it not the 1 seed when he got hurt? Answer my question. Was it the 1 seed when he got hurt? The 1 seed, bro. Bron couldn't even sniff the 4th seed, bro.
Can you honestly?
And y'all act like he's the greatest nigga ever, bro.
Bron is fucking 40.
Yeah, and y'all still act like he's that nigga.
I don't.
Nigga was the 1 seed, bro. The fucking 1 seed in the East, and the big bad East. He was the 1 seed, bro. Until he got hurt, that's when shit went to crumble.
Look at this Kevin Durant. Look at the man you saw this year. Tell me he the same human being.
Nowhere near.
Before he got hurt?
Nowhere near.
Any point in time.
Same shit.
No.
What? No.
Minus the dunk.
Mind you guys.
Minus the dunk.
Hold on. Mind you guys.
Minus the dunk.
These are fast.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on. Mind you guys, he just stated that this is the same guy. We're watching MVP KD highlights right now. Okay,
it's right now.
You want the biggest KD
bro? Minus the dunks, it's damn near the same shit. When he was the first seed,
it's not,
bro. Listen to me. Y'all are the same niggas who would tell me Giannis the best player. Y'all are the same niggas who would tell me Embiid was arguably MVP. Y'all are the same niggas who would tell me the Heat are a very good team. He was better than all them teams with no Ben Simmons, with Harden in out the lineup, with Kyrie in out the lineup. He had the first seed over all them teams. I don't understand. Act like he wasn't that nigga. That's bullshit, bro. I'm tired of niggas disrespecting KD. Stop.
It was only like 1 game.
Stop. I'm tired of y'all niggas, bro. The 1 seed, bro. I'm tired of that shit, bro. Niggas acting like the East wasn't really on shit.
Honestly, he
like
thought
the East wasn't really the big dog, big bad East. Because niggas, I'm tired of niggas been disrespecting KD on this podcast for too long, bro. I'm tired of that shit.
KD, you
like
the
niggas
man,
wasn't holding it down, but KD went home until he got hurt. If he wasn't so injury prone like he has been over the past couple years, the Nets could have finished the top 2, top 3 seed if he was still on the court. That was the only reason why the Nets had that failure they had, because KD was rusty and he came back off injury and he was not the same.
It's because he was rusty, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's quite obvious, my nigga.
To me, it was like he can't handle a double team.
The 1 seed, bro, over Embiid, over Giannis, over Jimmy Butler, over all these hitters, over Tatum, over all these hitters in the East.
Joe Harris got hurt. Joe Harris got hurt, which was a huge injury for them, especially that basketball team with the way he shoots the 3-point ball. Like, they also had other injuries on that basketball team. It wasn't just the fact Kevin Durant.
That was a badly constructed team, though. They didn't have no people on their team that could slide their feet, honestly.
Badly constructed team. No, nigga, Harden was pussy.
And can I finish?
Harden.
They called that man KD called
Harden
Steve
snaked
Nash
that
up.
man.
KD called Steve Nash.
And Nash is a terrible coach.
He called Steve Nash up
because of to coach that team.
Because of what he did with the Warriors.
No, not even that.
He was over there with the Warriors.
No, do you remember that KD all-season documentary that was on fucking HBO like 6 years ago when he was working out with Steve Nash?
I do.
He was working out with Steve Nash. He wanted his vibes coordinator Remember Kyrie Irving said we don't need a coach.
Yeah, he said we
Kyrie
don't need a coach.
said,
We don't need a
coach. We can just roll the balls out there and go hoop.
And that could be true if they actually stayed on the court.
Boy, no, it ain't
If they actually stayed on the court, nigga. But Kyrie was on bullshit with the vaccine.
And that was very
KD was unhealthy.
And that was
Ben Simmons is a hoe. And James Harden is a hoe.
No, that's just up to the NBA as a whole. You think that you just finna go in the National Basketball Association, play basketball at the highest level possible, and you just finna roll the balls out there and go play basketball?
That's why they got outcoached.
You think you finna just roll the basketball?
They simply weren't healthy.
They got outcoached.
They weren't healthy.
They got outcoached.
They weren't healthy, bro. They weren't healthy, G.
They lost.
They weren't
every
healthy.
Common sense. I'm not
They
even
lost
watching
every
KD
game.
either,
Like, look,
like that's
look,
the KD.
look, wait.
Weren't they up every game?
No,
listen,
bro. KD
no,
going
listen.
crazy. Bro.
I am also a person.
One leg.
I am also a person who thinks that. I am also a person. What's I going on my point? I am also a person who thinks that fucking
crossover.
Every game, if you go back and look, was in between. I think they lost the whole series by a total of 15 points.
It was like 18.
By a total of 15 points.
The whole series.
So basically,
18.
that means you're losing because you couldn't get stops when you needed to get stops.
Funny.
If you look at every single game, how did they gave up? Even game one, right?
You don't want to talk about that blunt that gave up.
What do you want to talk about?
No. Wait. Game one on the first possession, Kyrie tries to fucking dribble. Kyrie wants to glory. Don't want to pass the ball. Gets into a bad situation where the KD shoots a dumbass shot. You come down the other end. You give up a layup for the win.
That's what I was gonna get to.
I think game two they gave every single game they lost. They gave up layups down the stretch. Those are schematically things that you should be able to.
That
fix.
Jaylen Brown layup was unexcusable. That was a player problem.
Those are scheme things or something that you should be able to fix. So my point with Kevin Durant is just like, look, even what I said, I think KD is more untradeable than what people think he is because his name brings more value than I think his actual play brings at this point in time.
You're doing good though.
Thank you for hitting the button because he does average 37 and 6.
But listen though, what you're gonna want for Kevin Durant, you probably gut your team.
Facts.
For instance, like the Suns, right? If you want Mikal Bridges, Aiden, Cam Johnson,
Aiden is weak.
and picks, you just took 3 rotational players away.
Big time.
Now, I agree Kevin Durant would help that basketball team because of the fact that they had no other wing scoring. So I agree that it would help that basketball team and take less pressure off Chris Paul, even aging age, and take less pressure off 2022 Allen Houston, which is Devin Booker. I agree with that.
You're wild for that.
2022 Allen Houston, I agree with that. But for most of the teams that he would want to go to, you would end up gutting your team. But if it's Boston, and if you're just giving up, I love Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown and Tatum might be neck and neck. But that's the thing. They're neck and neck. If you're going to give up just Jaylen Brown and Derek White, even Grant Williams, and a slew of picks for Kevin Durant, fuck it. It's still Kevin Durant. Again, I'd say he's slightly over the hill. That don't mean he's not still one of the 10 best players in the NBA. But people were talking about he was the best. I don't agree with that no more.
No.
But it's a debate. You're going
No,
to hear it from me. You're going to hear it, nigga. Every time you talk to me, you're going to hear it.
Yeah,
You're going to hear it when you talk to me.
It's not a debate. It's
Talk
like
to me, you're going to hear that shit.
It's like 6 players in
You
the
gonna hear
league.
that shit
Probably
from me.
better
Better
than
Kevin Durant.
You gonna hear that shit from me.
And you're
You gonna hear
lying.
that shit from me.
But if it's Boston and I can replace Jaylen Brown with, and again, I think my window is the next, because again, Boston is a team they've been there before Tatum. They've been there after Tatum ascended. Like, they've been there multiple. They didn't get to the finals, but they've been right there. They've been conference finals, which is also why I said I think Marcus Smart is one of the backbones. Because, you got to remember, going back.
Marcus Smart fire.
No, because going back, it was Marcus Smart, it was Al Horford, and it was Isaiah Thomas. Avery Bradley, it was like
that was
those.
That was a fire-ass team.
Horford, it was those like you. So you still got Horford. Obviously, Horford is up in age. And obviously, I think you do want to replace Al Horford with a better 4 option, which I think Kevin Durant, Jaylen Brown. Obviously, you replace Al Horford with that. Move Horford to the bench, and you give whatever. But so if it's Boston, and literally if all I have to give up is Jaylen Brown, Derek White, a whole bunch of picks, even if Grant, like I said, even if Grant Williams, do this shit.
Does that put them in the finals though?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. Gee, that's the only way you do it.
I don't know.
I don't know that.
I
East
don't
is
know.
getting better, bro.
No, look.
East is fire. The East is fire.
I have.
He's got hitters.
Facts. I have no idea, but here's why I do
He's
it.
got
Number one,
hitters,
also
bro.
remember, basketball is a fucking business. You get two of the most marketable players in the NBA on one team in Boston. We're fucking running back 06, 07.
He's got hitters, Brian. You know this.
We're running back 06, 07.
He's got
in my
hitters,
mind.
bro.
Like, bro, I'm gonna bring KG, Paul Pierce. I'm gonna
that was
invite Ray Allen to come
that was
back. I'm gonna roll Bill Russell out there. Shout out Bill Russell. I'm going to roll Mans out there. I'm going to tell Larry Bird come out there. I'm going to get me Cornbread, Maxwell, McHale. They going to be at every game. Yeah, we back. The Boston Celtics are fucking back.
I can't watch this
I'm doing all that.
She make me want to cry.
So if I'm Boston, I do it. But I said he was untradeable because I think for other teams that have again, he's 34. So if you're getting Kevin Durant, you like, we can win next year and maybe the year after that. We can win right now. So if I'm going to have to give up my whole entire basis of my team, my nucleus, I don't want to do it. But Jaylen Brown, if I'm the Nets, we got Jaylen Brown, we got Ben Simmons. I don't have to trade Kyrie.
But my thing is, because of the Nets trade for James Harden, didn't they give him like 4 first? They have to get.
They got swaps.
They got swaps. Those are swaps. Okay.
Some of them were swaps.
Some of them are swaps. Okay, so that's not that bad.
They give up mad because some of them were swaps. But listen, first of all, I'm somebody who thinks Ben Simmons is still a lot of untapped potential.
Oh God, don't bring up Ben Simmons to him. Please don't just because
Ben is my guy.
Please don't.
No, but look, we have to be honest. Last time he played, he finished second defensive player of the year.
25, 8, and 8. Ben Simmons.
People are mad because he
said 25, 8, and 8. Nigga, what drugs did you on?
Why can't he average that?
25, 8, and 8.
Bro,
you know how crazy that is? How many niggas in NBA usually have average 25, 8, and 8, bro?
Listen, if he
besides like Westbrook and Bron, bro.
If he just
and
upped
Oscar
his shot
Robertson, bro.
attempts a
How many
little bit
niggas are
more.
doing that, bro? 25?
You know what?
Bro, you have to shoot
We gotta hang out some more. Fuck the podcast. We gotta hang out.
You have to shoot the ball to get 25 points.
Here's why. Here's why.
You have to shoot the ball to average 25 points.
Shut the fuck up.
What? Huh?
Joe, stop
fucking
talking
no,
real
you
quick.
shut up, nigga.
Stop talking real quick.
What?
Joe
You have to shoot the ball to average 25 points. I'm not a Ben. I fuck with Ben Simmons, bro. I think he can go crazy, but 25 points, you gotta put the ball in the basket. You can't pass them open labels on Trae Young if you're going to average 25, bro.
This is Ben Simmons shot attempts. First year 12, next year 12, next year 11.
Whose fault is that?
10.
Whose fault is that?
Give him 7 more shots.
Whose fault is that, Pavy?
Stop, hold on, brother.
Pavy, whose fault is that?
Brother. Let me,
Whose fault is that, Pavy?
Brother.
Okay. Whose fault is that, Pavy?
54% the first year.
Whose fault is that?
56% the next year.
That's cool.
58,
cool.
55 last year.
How many shots?
He averaged 14 points on 10 shots. On 10 shots. If you give him 16, that's 22.
If you give him, whose fault? Why can't he be more aggressive? Why can't he do that himself and be more assertive himself? Why not? Because he's not that. Because that's not in his nature, bro. Because he's not in. That's not in his nature. He's had the opportunity to do shit like that.
I would say with all 25 plus point game scores, average around 17, 18 shot attempts, right? Right. Give or take 18, 17, 18
so Ben Simmons is the fucking guard who brings the ball up court and he initiates offense. So why can't he create for himself? Because that's not in him, bro. Because he don't have that dog in him, bro. Y'all trying to make dogs into niggas that's not dogs.
He just read off that he averaged 12 shot attempts. So if you give him 7 more shot attempts, and he's a 50%.
If you give him, why is he not getting them shit himself off rip? Why is he not giving him shit himself? Because he don't got that in him, bro. That's not him. If he was that guy, he would go and get 17 shots himself. Because he's the one who initiates offense himself. If he was that guy, he would go and get 20 shots.
But I do agree.
He would go get more shot attempts.
I want to see them play with. I'm going to see them play with Ben. I do want to see Ben play this year.
Ben's soft, nigga.
Ben is gonna be a real.
As of now, Ben is soft. If he want to come more aggressive next year and prove me wrong, that's cool. But as of now, he's soft and he's not that guy to go out there and get more attempts and make himself better and make himself be that guy. He got to show it. He ain't showed us that shit yet.
You do good.
He had one good playoff game versus the Nets. In Philadelphia, he had one good game in the first round, and that's about all that's on his resume. He had one 30-point game, and he done folded ever since then. He couldn't make a layup over Trae Young, and now the Philadelphia fans want him the Philadelphia fans want his neck.
That wasn't his fault that game.
Because he couldn't make a layup over 6'2" Trae Young, 6'1" Trae Young. That's not. Ron, answer the question, bro. Stop. Answer the question. So it wasn't his fault. He couldn't get a layup over Trae Young. That wasn't his fault.
I agree. You should have put that in the net.
That's not his fault.
That's one play. That's one play.
Why are we breaking the whole series and game down to one play, bro?
48 minutes in game 7.
Yeah, why are we breaking?
That's the only time. So that's the only time he did that. So he wasn't aggressive. So he couldn't have been more aggressive the entire series.
We're not talking about.
He couldn't have been aggressive more. So y'all saying his aggressiveness was y'all are fine with how aggressive he was that series. So he shouldn't have been more aggressive. That's what y'all saying. That's y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with that.
Listen,
They also
Y'all
had a
niggas
badly
are shameless, bro.
They also
like,
had
y'all
a
just
badly
giving this nigga a
constructed
pass
team.
for nothing,
But
bro.
also- but
like
also-
y'all to be,
no,
bro.
no,
Y'all
no,
niggas,
but also
bro. I
look,
can't. I
listen,
can't with y'all, bro.
He was also
I
a
need my-
game
hey, Thomas,
winner
bro, you
in
wanna
Western
talk to this
Conference
nigga, bro?
Finals. I mean, the finals. Kawhi, the shot.
TPJ is
Kawhi
here
hit.
for the fan. He is here.
No, close the other screen. But no, but also with Ben Simmons, it's like you gotta understand the situation you came into. You get picked number 1, but then
Number
you get
1.
hurt. And B comes in, and
he the
Embiid
new number 1.
He the new number 1 player. Like I get picked to.
I never got the opportunity to be the number 1.
To show I am the guy. And you saw what happened. Remember that rookie year when Embiid got hurt, and they went on like a 13-0 run, like winning streak.
Yeah, they won like 56 games that year.
Yeah, like
They were the 3 seed.
Yeah, like if
And then
again,
what win the playoffs?
So again, if I'm the fucking
Money.
Nets, I don't need him.
You don't need who?
Kevin Durant.
KD,
If
you got
Kyrie-
Ben Simmons.
I got Ben. Like
Y'all niggas, bro.
no.
You have Ben Simmons.
If Kyrie really wants to stay, I'm assuming it's gonna be no vaccine thing next year. Meaning I'm gonna
It's
get
not.
as many games I could possibly get out of Mans. I'm gonna trade KD. I get Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, Ben Simmons. I got Nick Claxton. I still got Patty Mills.
Claxton.
Joe
Still got
Harris
Joe
coming
Harris.
Nick
back.
Claxton,
You got
almighty
a
Nick
decent
Claxton.
squad, bro.
Almighty Nick Claxton, huh?
You
gotta
still might
argue-
be the best team in New York.
You gotta arguably top 6 seed. You gotta
You
arguably.
still might be the best team in New York.
You are gonna be the best team in New York with Ben, Kyrie, and Jaylen Brown.
You might have a top 4 seed.
You gonna get that.
You
seed.
relying on Kyrie and Jaylen Brown. Kyrie.
Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum aren't that far apart though. You don't understand
With Ben
that.
Simmons and like bro, so I got Ben Simmons. He just want to rebound the ball, guard everybody,
And-
run up the court,
and
dunk
get on
in
the fast
transition,
break.
and pass. And I got Kyrie. You can shoot as many shots as you want.
You got
bro.
the ISO
It's like
floor.
playing with LeBron again.
Facts.
Yeah, Kyrie Mr. Every other night I'll be there. Kyrie Irving.
Again, granted, obviously,
Every other night, not even
Obviously,
every other night.
like
every
I said.
other night.
like I said, assuming
I gotta go to my dad's party, bro. It's like, you feel me?
Again.
I gotta go to my religion, bro.
Again.
I gotta fucking rep for this.
Don't
I'm not
disrespect
taking
man's
this.
religion. I'm not gonna let you do
All
that.
right, whatever,
Let you,
bro.
man, I'm not gonna do
All
that.
of a sudden, he magically
Don't
on
you
it.
do
All
that.
right, whatever.
But
You got a job, bro. The
not
job
gonna
come
let you do
first.
but
Whatever.
whatever man's want to do, that's what man's want to do.
Y'all crazy, bro.
Let the man do his thing. I mean, I'm all for him playing, obviously.
Y'all crazy, but what's
Because
the next?
as a fan, you want him to play.
What's the next topic? Y'all crazy, bro. I want to talk about me personally. I want to talk about how Russell Westbrook is the next Liz Cambage. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the situation with the Los Angeles Sparks, but I have become a Los Angeles Sparks fan. I've been to over 3 or 4 games. I've been at Staples. Well, my bad. Excuse me. I've been to Crypto.com Arena for multiple games this year for the Los Angeles Sparks.
Shout out Sparks.
And if you know, Liz Cambage just recently came to a contract divorce, is what they call it in the WNBA. So I came to the opinion. I think that the same thing is going to happen for Russell Westbrook. Liz Cambage was a highly
Hold on. Contract
what's up?
divorce?
Yeah, that's what they call it in WNBA.
What does that mean? They just
like they
released her?
split. Yeah, they like she's no longer a member of the Sparks.
So she a free agent now.
Yes, but I don't think anybody's gonna pick her up. If they're smart, they're not gonna pick her up because she's not good, bro.
She better be
but
full-time OnlyFans, you
yeah, full-time OnlyFans. I'm not mad at that. But anyway, I think a similar situation is upcoming with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a guy that had high expectations going into the season for the Lakers, very high expectations, but it didn't seem to pan out last year. Health, the roster pieces weren't that good. Whatever you want to call it, Vogel not a good coach. Whatever you want to call it. I expect similar for the Lakers. I think my prediction, I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to call it wrong, but look, my prediction, I think the Lakers come out very slow. They come out healthy. They got Lonnie Walker, Westbrook, Anthony Davis, LeBron. They got Juan Toscano Anderson. Who else did they pick up? They picked up Troy Brown Jr.
Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker. Thomas Bryant, Damian Jones.
Yeah.
They picked up a couple guys, but I don't think
And they still have
I don't think it worked. I
THT,
think they come out slow.
AD, of
I think they
course.
start off the season very slow, and
Kendrick
they are not THT, Mr. $10 million a year. Don't want to play in the summer league.
my
Austin Reeves. They got
Stanley Johnson.
I think Stanley Johnson.
Shout out Stanley.
Wenyen Gabriel. I think the front office did a very good job. I'll give the front office they did a very good job. They went young. They signed nobody. They didn't sign anybody over the age of 30. They signed a bunch of younger guys. And I think it's the problem with Lakers this year. They tried to go out there with them older guys, and they wanted to try to get win. You're not going to beat the current NBA. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. But anyways, they came out last year and it just didn't work. And they never had the opportunity to build any chemistry. And I think next year, going into next season, they'll start off slow again. They don't have any chemistry. I'm very looking forward to Darby Hand, but I think they'll start off slow, maybe like 8-12, 8-9. They'll start off slow, and then maybe Westbrook, they would either sit him or he would just get hurt. and the Lakers will play very well with him off the court. And once they realize they play well with him off the court, we'll get that same notification we got for Liz Cambage when he went to we got a couple like 3 days ago, 4 days ago with Liz Cambage and the Sparks that the Russell Westbrook and Lakers are parting ways. I don't think he fits with he simply does not fit with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and LeBron James and Anthony Davis made a bad read and requiring Russell Westbrook. So he'll end up splitting with him after a couple months, and we'll see where Lakers go. I think it'll be similar. You know how the Rockets sat John Wall?
Facts.
The Lakers are going to sit him. It's the last year of his contract. The Lakers do not have much to lose.
All right, Joe. 58. I got the Lakers 58% win percentage. Obviously, I think highly of LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. I think that they're gonna come back this year and have a bounce back year. Watch King
with Westbrook.
Watch King hashtag is gonna be
Watch King.
Watch King hashtag is gonna be flaming the IG.
The Watch King.
That's gonna be flaming Twitter. Okay, you gonna see that all over the net. Watch King. I honestly see them winning. No higher than 56, but no lower than 48. That's very high in me thinking of the Lakers, but they have 3 NBA 75 players. And here's why. I believe Russell Westbrook, as you stated, you said Liz Cambage went through a contract, divorce, and the WNBA.
Russell Westbrook, same thing.
Very tragic.
I hope, if I'm wrong, that's fire.
Very tragic about her. Very tragic about her. Wish her well in her endeavors in her professional career. As far as I hope she finds another contract somewhere else. But Russell Westbrook is right now playing for his NBA basketball career. And I mean that sincerely when I say that. I honestly think, remember back in 2015, Joe? 2016 when Melo, I think it was 2017, when Melo signed up with the Thunder, and then they told him, "Are you coming off the bench?" And he was like, "Ha, P, you heard?
Yeah.
They think I'm coming off the bench." You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, you know what happened? He got traded to the Rockets, and then he wasn't able to get an NBA contract, and then he was sidelined catching NBA balls, and everybody was cheering at a Nets game, thinking he was gonna shoot the damn ball. And you know, Melo's still not signed at the moment. But honestly, I think that he's playing for his basketball career, just like how Melo was. But the fortunate thing about Melo was the fact that position is very depleted, as far as talent.
All Melo gotta do is stand there and catch the ball and shoot.
Hold on, exactly. As far as talent wise, the 3 and the 4, the wing forward combo.
And Melo was still ass at that, bro. Melo was ass, bro.
The guard position in the
strong reason why the
NBA
Lakers is ass.
The guard position in the NBA is very, very, very tough. Very, very, very tough. You won't get too many Elfrid Paytons walking around the NBA as much anymore. With the talent that's getting inputted in today's basketball, Jaden Ivey, obviously, of course, Kay Cunningham, all these crazy
Mr. Pavy don't out here
all
for
these
that.
crazy young guards
Pavy,
coming into the league. Anthony Simons coming off the bench for Dame for years, and he out there busting asses. You know what I'm saying? There's so many guys that are in the league that are so talented on these benches. Tyus Jones, who I think is probably the best backup point guard in the NBA. Arguably a $15 million point guard. Guys like Westbrook, you're just not going to cut him with your efficiency, bro. I mean,
efficiency, that's what matters. He impacts his game other ways, though.
No.
Rebounds, assists.
That's not going to cut it because of the way he
impact
plays.
Buckets. He's not scared to get the ball when it matters the most.
It's
experience.
But
former MVP.
I don't care about that.
He make $40 million this year.
About that.
40 American dollars. 40 million American dollars.
If you're hitting the side of the backboard, I don't care about your impact or experience, bro.
His numbers was damn near identical to DeJounte Murray.
My thing about Russ is he's playing for his basketball career at this point. And honestly, Bron needs to get off the ball and be the new Karl Malone. He needs to be the new
Karl Malone?
Yes. He needs to go out there.
I'll walk off right now.
He needs to be the new Karl Malone.
Fucking God, I'll walk off right now.
He needs to be the new Karl Malone.
He don't got the moves to be Karl Malone, nigga.
Karl Malone had moves?
Yes.
Bron is arguably one of the better post players to hoop, bro.
No, we gonna look at this. Karl Malone had moves.
You mean
the nigga the second all-time all-time scorer don't have moves?
And pick and rolls, bro.
And hold on, wait, stop.
Y'all want LeBron, Ramon James to turn to Karl Malone,
stop.
bro.
You know John Stockton.
You as LeBron fans, bro, y'all are very disappointing me right now, bro.
Why do people do
as
this?
LeBron James fans, y'all are disappointing me like a motherfucker right now.
I love LeBron.
Who has watched more LeBron than us?
Bro, me.
He has not watched LeBron.
No, bro, Ron, bro, what? Nigga, I watched all the LeBron games 2011 versus the Bulls. I don't watch all them. I don't watch as many.
You're a child. You started in 2011. You were not here in 03, 04, 05, 06, 07.
Bro, what?
You remember LeBron's first game in the playoffs?
Yes.
What did he do on a move?
Versus the Wizards?
Yeah, what did he do?
He got his ass cooked, didn't he?
I said the first game winner. What'd he do?
He probably had a good game. I don't know exactly.
You are obviously too young. So let's be facts.
Let's
speak facts.
What, you the same age, nigga. So what do you do then? What do you do? What do you do then?
We
What
was
do you do
pretty
then?
young. I'm
And
not
he
trying to say
traveled.
that.
Number one, I'm saying he traveled on the game winner. It was clear he traveled on the game winner.
But the say
Listen,
LeBron James
Bron
can't
do
be in the
this?
post is crazy.
He can't do this.
Let me see. I'm watching right now.
We're watching the.
But why would you want to use Braun like that? That's corny as
not?
fuck, bro.
38,
You are not, bro.
39
Y'all
years
niggas
old.
on some, bro. Y'all
Karl Malone is the second all-time scorer.
Bro, y'all
What do you
different.
mean?
Y'all thinking LeBron James is going to accept a role like that when he trying to chase that damn Kareem shit?
That's
He's going to
the
accept a role
issue.
like that.
Shit
That's
right
the
there.
issue.
He's chasing that Kareem shit.
If
He
you're
gonna
trying
accept
to
that.
win, are you trying to win basketball games or are you trying to chase records?
That's shit. We're going to have to figure out
He
because
gonna get
last
that
year, like
record.
he was trying to chase records.
He gonna get that
last
record.
year,
Also,
last
he gonna
year,
get the record regardless.
last
He
year,
gonna average 24.
last year, without a debate, was he not? Last year, my
LeBron
question.
gonna
You
get
two,
that
you two,
record.
LeBron. What last year was he not chasing that record? Last year, lie to
think
me.
LeBron James
Was
was trying to win basketball
Was he
games.
not chasing it last year?
I mean, then he started getting nasty.
Was he
but-
not?
He started getting nasty. But I think at
Thank
first he
you,
was
bro.
trying to
Thank
win.
you. So stop.
He started getting
Stop.
nasty at
Stop.
first.
trying to
Stop.
win.
He was
He
trying
was
to win,
chasing the
though.
fuck out that shit.
I think he
Your
was
ass getting run off the court by Porzingis and Bradley Beal. You guys getting run off the court by Shea
had a
Gillis.
better team.
Shea Gillis and it was hitting half court threes to game you,
That
bro.
shit didn't
I
happen.
watched Shea
Crazy
Gillis
good at
and then
basketball.
walking
That
up the
shit didn't
court,
happen.
game your ass at the crypto,
He crazy
talk
good.
shit running down,
That
and you walk
shit
around with an
happened.
L to the OKC
Bron can't
Thunder.
do this. Like,
You walk-
literally.
Well,
Bron
Shea
can't do
Gillis-
this.
Bro,
Was Shea not giving KD and the Warriors hell when he was on the Clippers, bro? Don't act like SGA not the
Like,
man,
literally,
bro.
Bron can't do literally this.
Stop doing
why would the fuck would you have LeBron James do that?
Because you 39.
He's not down. No, that's not happening, bro.
And
That's
he
going
was
to take at
saving
least
his
another
body
2-3
some.
years,
You don't think
bro.
Bron? You don't think
Y'all
Bron?
are crazy, bro.
You don't think of
Y'all
Bron?
are
You don't think
crazy.
Joe? Wait, you don't
Crazy,
think of Bron?
bro. Niggas
You don't
crazy,
think of
bro.
Bron and Russ pick and pop will be
Bro,
that?
y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all trying
would
to
be pretty
have
bad.
Bron play like Carlos Boozer, bro. Y'all stop it. Get the fuck
Come
out of
on,
here,
bro. I mean, he
y'all
needs to
trying to
catch
have, bro. Y'all
can't-
trying to have
yo,
Bron
yo,
play
Bron,
like
Bron,
who,
Bron.
bro?
He
Y'all
already
trying to
too.
have
He
Bron
walking
turning
with
to Zach Randolph,
Why you
bro.
saying? Why you saying that like
Who the fuck else is
2018?
it, bro?
Why
Y'all
you
trying to
saying?
have Bron turning the
Ain't a
motherfucking.
2010
Bro, y'all
guy.
trying to have Bron, but that's not LeBron James' game, bro. If anybody would know it, then I'd expect you two to know it,
The thing
and y'all
about-
don't know it, bro.
the
What
thing
do you?
about
The
this
nigga
is-
who
What
bring
do
the
you
ball
be
up
seeing when
court,
you see
the nigga
LeBron
who
play?
distribute.
Because I see LeBron call George Hills, call the J.R. Smiths, call the
Yeah,
the
for high screen and rolls, right?
No, to call a switch
High
to
screen and
post
pops.
up. To post up, right?
All that.
Is that not what he does? Is Bron not out there trying to force a mismatch on the smaller guard to get into the mid range 15 to 18 footer, so he could maybe do his post spin back or his drive to the basket? Is that not what we see from Bron?
You might do that every once in a while,
He been
but
doing that since like 2018.
Yeah, you tripping, bro.
He been doing that since like 2018, bro.
what searching for
And that's what
hunting for
Karl Malone
mismatches,
does.
hunting out like Lou Will.
Yeah,
All game, hunting out Lou Will all game.
Hunting out the Lou
I know what you was
Wills.
talking about.
You know what I'm saying? That's
I know you're talking about Lou Will. Ain't always gonna be on the court though.
But
Lou Will
that's-
not on the court. Who on the Phoenix Suns is Lou Will? That's why his ass got ran off the fucking court.
Landry
You gotta
Shamet?
improvise,
Landry
nigga.
Shamet?
That's why his ass got ran off the court versus the
Landry
Phoenix
Shamet, Mikal
Suns.
Bridges.
That's why his ass got.
Mikal Bridges can't guard Bron in the post.
He can't?
He cannot
No,
guard
he
Bron in
couldn't
the
guard
post.
Luka. How he gonna guard Bron?
Then why did the Lakers get ran off the court
'Cause
in
they had-
6
'cause
We
games?
had
Then why
First
did the
of all,
Lakers
Dwight Howard
not
on the
even make
floor.
the playoffs this year?
First of all,
because
that's
AD don't want to
crazy.
play the five.
first of
Really?
all,
That's the reason why?
hold on. First of all, AD got hurt. Number one.
Facts.
AD get hurt in that series.
That's why Jay Crowder was doing the shimmy on niggas.
AD did
AD
get
That's
got
why
hurt.
Brian had Jay. That's why Jay Crowder was out here doing the
AD
shimmy.
got hurt.
But Jay Crowder was
They arguably best player got
doing the
hurt.
thugger, was doing the in the crypt.
AD
in the
did get hurt.
Jay
They
Crowder was
arguably
in the.
best player
and then
got
we
hurt.
I was trying to get, bro.
And
Do
then
it.
we
Do
had
it for. I'm
Draymond.
not on camera. Do it for me. Jay Crowder was in the encrypted doing like.
Not on the
Jay Crowder was in the crypto.
Not on the not on the
Jay Crowder,
Do it, Ryan. What do y'all do for
hey,
bro?
Jay Crowder had the
And that, ain't that Braun matchup?
Jay Crowder had the man. I don't want to get in that Crowder guy.
Oh my God.
We on an hour
We are at
what?
an hour and 6 minutes.
All right.
Incredible. Bro, do it, bro. Oh my bro. I wish I could see me, bro.
But
if y'all was looking up.
Bron at the 4 would be lovely. Catching in that low post on a block where he got that touch. He's just so
Y'all want to
talented.
put AD somewhere he don't belong, and that's where the problem starts right there. If he don't belong there, don't put him there.
AD needs to play in
If
the
he
paint.
don't belong there, do not put him
to the
there.
to the viewers,
do not put a dog
to the viewers
with
to
the
viewers,
dogs, bro.
To the viewers,
If you don't want to be there, don't put him
Anthony
there.
Anthony Davis has averaged 74% inside the paint, and he shoots 40% outside the paint. Under 40%. My bad. 38, 36 for like consecutive
What
seasons.
dogs is even in the league anymore in the paint?
Besides Rudy.
Yeah, Bron.
Shout out Rudy.
Get the fuck out besides Rudy, bro. Who am I talking to right now,
Besides Rudy.
bro? I said besides, but Rudy's in that category. Ain't no besides Rudy.
Giannis,
He's in that category.
You got
nigga.
Rudy, Giannis,
Embiid's a banger.
Embiid. Who else?
Bam not banging.
But has
Embiid damn near
okay.
bang.
Exactly.
Take all of what y'all said into consideration. Has AD still not made it clear that's not the position he wants to play?
No, he hasn't made it clear.
He hasn't made it clear.
He's made it clear.
Then why is he not playing there then?
I think it's been rumored that he wanted to play 5. Didn't
G,
Rich Paul come out?
don't
and say
put
he's
him
gonna play
somewhere
5?
he don't belong.
That's
Didn't
his
Rich
fault
Paul
though.
come out and say he's gonna play the 5?
Sometimes, hold on, wait. Sometimes, brother.
Don't put him somewhere he don't belong,
Sometimes,
bro.
brother, what you want to do ain't
that's
the
a
best thing for
recipe
you and everybody
for
around you.
disaster.
Sometimes what you want to do ain't the
Recipe
best thing
for
for everything for
disaster.
what you want to
Fact.
do.
Like you said,
His camp need to be
like you
honest with
said,
him.
they lost
Yeah,
Rasheed,
that's
right?
his camp needs to
Ron,
be
they lost Rasheed, right?
Shout
So
out.
who gonna
Hold
motivate
on,
the
wait.
nigga?
Why the fuck?
That hurt him, right?
Why the fuck do we need
Rasheed Wallace is no longer a member of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Teaching fucking mans.
Rasheed
Why
Wallace
can't
is
we
no
get
longer a
Hakeem
member.
teaching mans or something?
Facts. We can get
What
Do we need Rasheed teaching
get
mans?
Apparently, based off these last couple of years,
Rasheed
apparently,
Wallace, real quick.
shit.
He
Real
just
quick.
the Lakers
Apparently, based
Real
on the
quick,
sample
though.
size we have.
Real quick
shit.
though, I love Rasheed Wallace.
Of course.
Shout out Sheed.
Everybody loves
Big
Sheed.
dog Sheed.
Shout out.
But there has been this.
Nigga call me Sheed.
But there has been this reintroduction of who Rasheed Wallace was as an NBA basketball player for about a decade, and people act like Rasheed Wallace was Kevin Garnett.
He was a hooper. Don't do that.
You can feed him.
Don't do that, Pavy.
You can feed Sheed.
Don't do that because you
She
watch
was a
basketball,
legit
right?
offensive.
We was he top five?
She was a
I ain't
legit
say that.
offensive
I ain't
option.
say that.
Exactly.
I
He
ain't
was
say that.
always the other motherfuckers.
But I ain't
Legit.
say that.
No. Rasheed was always one of the other motherfuckers, other people in the West.
She was
So
a legit
people-
offensive
hold
option.
on, people will look at people thinking and look back at Rasheed Wallace and think of his Pistons year. Look at
Which
Rasheed
one- okay.
Wallace prior to that. And he was a hooper. He was
a hooper.
He was 23 and 10.
He was 20 points.
Let's not do that.
Was it 23?
It was like 23, I think.
I think that's probably a high year.
I think that was on the Hawks, right? When he played on the Hawks.
That was for one game. He literally played in the Hawks for one. No, dead.
One game. It was one game.
One game.
One game. That's why. Okay, so I'm younger. I'm
G
25.
Wallace career high was 20 points.
Oh,
20
well, I would tell you
when
this.
he played in Atlanta for one day.
I would tell you this.
I swear to God, it's one game.
I will tell you this.
wow.
When
Listen,
Rasheed,
look,
What's
one
his,
game. Career average 14 points. For some way, somebody started Rasheed Wallace. I rock with Sheed. But
I would tell you
somewhere,
this.
somebody thought
would-
Rasheed Wallace was Karl Malone somewhere along the line.
I will tell you this: when Kendrick Perkins went down for the Celtics, they was for sure force feeding the fuck out of Rasheed, and he was delivering. He was hitting them
okay.
fades over Powell.
He was solid.
He was hitting them fades over
He wasn't
Bynum.
Chris Webber.
He was hitting them fades. He was a
wasn't Chris
legit
Webber.
option in the finals in one of the biggest final games in NBA
okay,
history.
he averaged like 19.
He showed up.
He averaged like 19.
She was a legit
But
offensive
people
option,
talk
bro.
about this man like he was Chris Webber.
Yeah, I seen somebody say that Rasheed Wallace.
She was cold,
I
bro.
seen somebody say Rasheed
Iggy
Wallace
said
might
that.
be a
She-
top 15 player.
No,
She-
Iggy said if She Wallace played that, he'd be better than Giannis. Boy,
yeah,
get the
he
fuck
said
out
that.
of
Yeah,
here.
he said that he made better than
Yeah,
Giannis.
what, huh?
And I'm like, nah, that ain't it. But
That ain't
if
it.
Rasheed Wallace did play today, he would be arguably a borderline all-star.
Would he really? No, get the. No, you do good dope, nigga. You do good dope, nigga. You do good dope. He's not getting enough. He's not getting enough post touches to be a fucking borderline all star.
he had
Get
a
the
good
fuck out of here, bro.
mid-range game.
He'd be a
He had a
pick
good
and pop
mid-range
ass nigga if he played today.
That's what all of them are.
He'd be a pick and pop ass nigga if he
be
played
better
today.
than-
Let's be
hey,
real,
he'd be
bro.
better than your
He'd
man,
have been
Julius Randle.
he'd have been Maxi Kleber on steroids.
He'd be better
He
than
would
your
not
man,
be better
Julius
than.
Randle.
He's not as versatile as Julius Randle, bro. He's not nowhere
better
near.
than Julius
No, he
Randle.
wouldn't, bro. No, he can
Julius
push the
Randle.
ball in transition like Julius Randle.
Julius Randle is the refined. Julius Randle is Anthony Mason 2022.
I would agree with that.
No,
Nothing wrong
You
with
ain't know who
that.
Anthony Mason is.
I do know who Anthony Mason
Who's Anthony
is.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Bro,
Anthony Mace banged with the Hornets. He banged with the Hornets back in the day. Come on, bro. You better get on your basketball.
but I know. Bro, that's bro. Besides all that, let's not. You gonna pretend like Rasheed is as versatile as Randall? She is as versatile as Randall. Pretend like bro, Rasheed Wallace is as versatile as Julius
That don't
Randle
make
is
you
now
better
today.
though.
That don't
He
make
can
you
push the
better.
ball in transition.
That don't make you better.
He can create his own three.
See,
He
look.
can switch on the defense. He can switch on the
look.
point guard.
Kevin
really?
Garnett can do.
Randle can
none
switch
of
on the
that
guard?
pushing the ball down the floor and stuff.
Yes, he
And
can.
is-
Whoa, you're lying.
No,
Yes, he can.
stop.
Yo, now we are we are telling lies on this podcast.
Wait.
Hold on, let me go get my man's. Hold on.
Kevin Garnett, bro.
You said he can't put ball on the floor?
Man, no, that was not him. That was not KG, bro.
Come in here, bro. Come in here, bro.
That was not KG. Stop that.
I know, but come in here. I understand. I understand. Beyonce is incredible. Come in here. Come in here. Come in
Bro.
here. Come in here, bro.
That was not KG.
Come right here. Come right here. Come right here. Come right
Hey,
here.
you got the dig out there?
Come
What do
here.
you do? Oh,
come
you
here.
smoking?
Then you know you come here. Come here. Come here. Say what you just said again.
I said Kevin Garnett was not pushing the floor He was not pushing the floor like Julius Randle. Kevin Garnett was not no ball pusher.
Exactly. I'm not saying What are we doing? No, look, bro.
Hey, KG.
I'm gonna
Pull up the KG
I
highlight.
gotta give me another shot.
No,
man.
stop.
Y'all
I'm not
niggas
gonna
are
fucking
crazy.
highlight. I'm gonna give you look. I'm gonna give you one assignment. I swear to God, I'm gonna give you an assignment. And when you do it,
assign my man's. Hey,
and when you do it, let me know.
Hey, KG was my man's, but listen.
No, look, listen. When you do it, let me know. I'm gonna give you this assignment.
Oh man.
I want you to go and watch this game, the full fucking game. Go and watch this full fucking game.
Okay. Is that January 7th?
It's on, huh?
That's January 7th, 2004?
2004 semifinals. Kevin Garnett MVP season.
2004, man.
Go watch this full fucking game, and then come and tell me your statement after this full fucking game.
This season he went to the Western Conference Finals, though, right?
Yes.
He played against the Spurs, Western Conference Finals, and that's when the Spurs played the Pistons, right? The Lakers, Western
Played against the
Conference
Lakers in the Western Conference that year.
And that was the Lakers versus Pistons.
Yes, that was when the
Rasheed
Lakers.
Wallace dissed us twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but really, Carmelo got hurt that year. If Malone doesn't get hurt, maybe the series might be different.
Look at Sam.
Like, cause what the fuck? What are we doing right now? You should never ever in your life say Julius Randle was doing something Kevin the fuck Garnett couldn't do.
By the way, he said that not me. Don't knock roast me in the comments.
We gotta draw the damn line.
Do not give me in the comments. That was Ronald.
You misinterpreted what I
Honestly,
said.
you said he wasn't doing it. I'm telling
I
you,
said he wasn't.
I'm telling you, he was, brother.
Maybe I didn't see Kevin Garnett back then. You know, in 2004, I was 7 years old. So.
Kevin Garnett was Kevin Garnett. All right, so person like me, right? I always thought KG was better than Tim Duncan because KG was more versatile than Tim Duncan. Kevin Garnett was more versatile than Tim Duncan. Kevin Garnett, he was shooting threes.
Wasn't his prime a lot less? I mean, a lot. Didn't his prime deplete a lot faster than Tim Duncan's though?
I don't know if his prime depleted. I just think that Tim Duncan was on Tim Duncan was on teams that were greater longer than what Kevin Durant was on teams that were not Kevin Durant. Kevin Garnett were on teams that were what they were.
Okay.
I don't think it depleted quicker because you got to think. I mean, KG was still in the league. I mean, KG was still playing quality basketball until like 2012.
He got bad after 2012.
He did, but I mean, yes, he did. But also, KG came in the league in '94.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like 94, like 90. KG came in out of high school. Tim Duncan came in.
He came in 94?
It was like 95. I think 90 because he came in. KG started the wave of people coming in from high school.
He was in before Kobe.
Yeah, people think it was like Kobe or like Bron. Nah, KG was the first, like, because it was Moses that did it, if I'm not mistaken. It was Moses Malone, maybe Daryl Dawkins, or Moses Malone, the same type of time period.
Yeah.
And it was 20 years without no one.
And then KG.
And like literally, I think it was the fact that he didn't pass his SAT, and I think he went to hoop because Chicago.
He's Chicago.
He's not from Chicago, but he spent his last year in Chicago. Went to Farragut High School, West Side. So I think he went to hoop with like Scottie Pippen or whatever.
Yeah, he big Midwest guy.
Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas was there, and Isaiah Thomas person told him like, "Yo, bro, you can go to the league." I'm a draft you. Like, yo, you can literally go to the league.
I heard stories back in the day where he used to be hooping with Isaiah, Zeke, and them in the Midwest. And
like he was in Chicago.
Like, who was this 17-year-old nigga dunking like that?
Yeah, like who? Like
KG?
Yeah, they were like, who the fuck is man?
Yeah, I saw Pat Riley. Yeah, Pat Riley was like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is
running?
man?
Like, he was really running with them.
Yeah, Pat Riley apparently would never fuck with 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds.
Like, yo, bro, like you could literally go to the league, bro. Like, you don't have to go to college. And what happened was, I think he was failing like his SATs, ACTs, something. He was like, fuck it, I'm just go to the league. Yeah. And he got picked fifth.
Yeah, he one of the Midwest guys.
So, like, yeah, you could say that, but he also was in the literal National Basketball Association. And he had probably, I would say, more on him than what Tim Duncan had on him.
Bag-wise, definitely. He definitely had a bigger bag than Duncan.
Yes. But that don't mean he was a better basketball player than Tim Duncan.
He got put in a better situation than Duncan, pretty much.
But he is one of the few people to win an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I think him, Hakeem, Jordan, and Giannis is the only people to do that.
Wow. I mean, I didn't know he was 10 years. There you go, right there. Okay. Enough said. Pushing the floor right there.
Like, bro, what we doing?
Wait, I didn't see it. Go back.
Doing, bro?
That's my nigga Red Auerbach. Was that Red Auerbach?
What we doing, bro?
There you go, right
Red
there.
Why would it be Red Auerbach, bro?
That was Cassell.
Talking about that old white coach. What's his name again? I know he's basically
Flip Saunders, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he was a.
How we get to Red Auerbach, G?
I just maybe my.
I'm
face
finna
is
give
mixed.
y'all 2000s basketball assignments. Shit.
Hey, hold on, man, because that was a stinky era of basketball. Even though that's my favorite.
It was stinky era of basketball.
Even though that's my favorite era of basketball, and I tell this man Joe every day that Curry ruined basketball. I tell him all the time.
No,
this shit,
from when Jordan retired to
Curry ain't
about
ruined shit, nigga.
when Bron came. From when honestly, I would say when Jordan retired to when the Celtics got together.
when King Martin got, I would say from 98 to like 2005.
No, I'm telling you,
basketball.
that's what it said. When Jordan retired until the Celtics got together.
Facts.
Nasty basketball.
Facts.
Nasty. I'm a person who grew up in 2000.
But I
Shit
love
was
that.
fucking nasty.
But I love that.
I love
nasty
it too.
basketball.
But it was fucking
I love
nasty.
That. I love that 88 points per game.
It was bro. Allen
love
Iverson was shooting 39% from the field consistently. You had mad people
And was
shooting
still firing.
39%
Listen.
from the field consistently.
Listen, I
Talk
got
to me.
cooked.
And was still firing.
I got cooked off the internet for that. So I had a tape. I don't believe this anymore, but I did say that the year that Isaiah Thomas, the year he was third MVP voting,
No.
was better than
No.
Allen Iverson's MVP season.
No.
I had a take like that back in my day. when
But
was
I
big
can
on my-
understand. But
But that was because I was looking at the. But I didn't.
I can
look
understand.
at the impact.
Nah,
you
but
know?
look, I can understand how you would say that. But also the reason is you got. I think AI led the league in steals that year.
Yeah, but
as
he
well.
a big time gambler. You know that. And I watch AI.
No, look.
I could say I watch AI.
I
but he
feel
was
you.
big
No,
time
I
on
feel
that.
same with same with Steph in 2016.
And Harden has led the league in steals before.
But here's my point, right? Those guys still brought something to the table defensively, even though they were big time gamblers. But the team was built around that. The team was built around, all right, AI, we know you gonna take fucking 30 shots. You gonna probably miss about fucking 20 of them bitches, but you gonna hit a couple crazy ones.
That
and
was
you
his
give
role.
Me 3 steals.
That's what we need you
All
to
right,
do.
I'm gonna go get Mutombo. I'm gonna get everybody else around you to play defense. Like
That was his role.
If you look at his team, his role
Eric
was to
Snow.
shoot. Like
That was his role,
Like
dude.
his role was to shoot the fuck out
Yeah,
the
he was the
basketball.
only scorer on the team.
His job was to shoot.
So how
that
you gonna
bitch.
punish him for that? You gonna be mad at him for the
But
percentages?
the percentages turned out to be very nasty. But
So what?
Very
very
In
nasty.
hindsight, though, you got to use
Not a
context
so
when you
what.
evaluate the shit.
No, not a so
Nah,
what.
because if you look
You
at
have to
if you
use
compare
context
if
when
you
you
look at
evaluate
if you
the
look
shit,
at Allen
bro.
Iverson and you look at Vince Carter, when Vince Carter hooped and you look at Allen Iverson, honestly, Vince Carter was putting up some crazy ass numbers, like crazy.
Bro, Vince Carter is a nobody,
Vince,
bro.
Okay, what we doing?
Okay.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm lying, bro.
See, okay.
Vince
Yeah,
Carter
you're
wasn't
right.
a nobody,
Yeah,
bro.
did.
He got a couple dunks.
Vince
but
Carter,
that's
Klay
cool.
Thompson.
Yeah, I'm like,
You better not.
Clay,
I understand. No, look. I understand what you
Clay,
would say.
give me
but
11 dribbles on 60
We the
points.
same age, bro. That's
It
no
take-
excuse to that.
It take 11 dribbles to give me 60 points, nigga.
Listen, I think Klay Thompson has had
11
a better,
dribbles, bro.
I think Klay Thompson had a
12
better
dribbles?
NBA career.
But Vince
than
is
what
a shooting
Carter
guard.
For
did.
Vince is
60
a small
points,
forward,
bro?
though, right?
He's a shooting guard.
Bro, I'm not
He
trying
moved
to.
to small forward
I
as
don't
he
give a
got older.
fuck about them windmills, nigga.
But like prime, the Vince Carter you talking about,
Yeah, he was a shooting guard.
shooting guard. Like Vince Carter really
I don't
was
give
small
a
forward until
fuck
he got to the
about
like,
them
the
windmills,
Magic.
bro. Give me them.
He got
Give me
to the, like,
60
after
and
the
11
Magic.
dribbles, bro.
No, listen. Vince, I think
Give me game
Klay
6
Thompson
play,
has had a
bro.
better career than
Easily.
Vince Carter. But as far as who is a better
Klay Thompson has a
basketball
better
player,
career
Give me
than most
Clay,
NBA
bro.
players.
Get the fuck out. I'll start a
fair.
poll right
but
now.
as far
bro,
as who is
on
a
the
better
TL.
basketball player,
Vince Carter, by far.
Vince fucking Carter.
By far.
Vince fucking
You
Carter.
want to talk about 3-level score?
Ray
Vince
Allen
Carter
is better
was-
than Klay Thompson.
Vince Carter was the definition of a 3-level
I maybe
scorer.
give you Ray Allen. That's more fair.
Maybe you give me Ray Allen.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's not even close.
Vince though, no. Get Vince out of here, bro.
Vince, Reggie,
put
and
Vince
Ray.
on the Warriors instead of Clay. They not winning the shit they win, bro.
Shit, you
Get
might
the-
even say Michael Redd.
They not winning the shit they win
I
with Vince Carter
gotta
instead
stop
of
you
Clay,
at Michael
bro.
Red. Now Michael Red's why I gotta draw the fucking line. Now Michael Red's why I
You
gotta
know,
draw the
bullshit,
goddamn
bro. That's
line.
like conspiracy
I gotta
shit,
draw the
bro. Get
damn
the
line
fuck
at
out.
Michael
Niggas be
Red.
real.
I gotta draw the line at
Dope.
Michael
Shout out
Red.
my nigga Thomas out there, man.
I got Michael Red's why I gotta draw the line
Good
at. Now
dope, nigga.
Sidney Moncrief, I'm still taking Sidney Moncrief.
Sidney Moncrief was all
Sidney
D.
Moncrief's over Clay Thompson.
Sidney
You
Moncrief
didn't know
was
Sidney
all
Moncrief-
I do know who
What
Sidney
team he play
Moncrief
for?
is.
Seattle.
Wrong. You think about Dennis Johnson. Sidney Moncrief.
Was that Atlanta?
Team.
No.
The Bucks.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
no,
You
that
probably
was the
think that
Bucks.
because it's green uniform.
Yeah, it was the
Dennis
Bucks.
Johnson played for the.
It was
Dennis
the
Johnson
Bucks.
played for the Sonics, and played for the Celtics.
Yeah, what?
I'm going Dennis Johnson. I'm going Sidney Moncrief. You still got to go Honcho, John Havlicek. It's a couple people got to go. A lot of people got to go before Klay Thompson. But Klay is hard though. But as far as like basketball career,
Klay is very far.
Yes, Klay has had a better basketball career
Love Klay, bro.
than what a lot of people. Like Klay is arguably, depending on what you want to look at and how you judge basketball, he may have had a better basketball career than Harden. Who's a better fucking basketball player?
By far.
James the fuck Harden.
By far.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Is that really where we going, bro? All Klay do is shoot. That's better than Harden.
He won the MVP, G.
He won the MVP.
How many first team All NBAs James Harden got?
Damn, how many
Like
more?
6?
Is it 4 more championships?
It's
Is
like
it
you're
3?
saying,
Is my math bad?
Again.
Is it 4 more championships?
Again.
3, 4,
Again.
2?
Again.
How many more championships?
Again. Like I said.
That's nasty.
How much more did Klay contribute to winning
like
basketball?
Like I said, if you want to judge, again, depending on how you judge things, if you want to tell
Yeah.
me
KG
that
from the
Man's is
midi.
better, whatever. But who's had a better individual career is James Harden.
I mean, I think that doesn't mean much to me. Individual basketball is a team sport, so
And as a team, he won the MVP.
it's a team sport, G.
Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
however
He
many
affected
damn times.
winning much better than Jim. It's basketball, so I judge it based off team. That's why Kobe.
Joe, hold on. To get into this team sport aspect, okay, so I don't know if you guys
I don't
seen
know
in
if he's affected winning.
I don't know if
by
you
the way.
guys seen in the news recently. J.R. Smith was on the show. I don't know exactly
I
what
saw
show.
that. Gilbert show.
He was on.
Gilbert
He was
show.
on Gilbert's show.
Somebody ran up to him and was like, "Yo, J.R. Smith, you had a better career than T-Mac." He was like, "What are you talking about?"
And J.R. Smith,
I wouldn't be mad at that shit. That's close.
J.R. Smith stated, and he was talking specifically to Damian. He was.
I wouldn't be mad at that, bro. J.R. Smith was he did his shit in 2016.
He was talking. He was talking to Dame.
Why did you walk away, bro? Why did this nigga walk away?
He was talking to Dame,
And
he said, "Dame, you should ring chase."
I saw that. I did see that as well. I saw that.
He told Dame.
I saw that post.
He told Dame to run out of Portland. What is your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on JR telling Dame to run, bro?
My thoughts on J.R. Smith telling J.R. I mean, I can get his point, but at the same time, it's like Dame has a lot of money in Portland available for him. But I can see J.R. Smith's point telling him to run away and build his own legacy. Like, gee, you probably, more than likely, if you're being real, you're not winning shit in Portland. I know we saw Giannis break the mold and he stayed home and he won the championship. Unlike LeBron James was unable to win on his first run with his home team. Kevin Durant was unable to win with his home team. A lot of players were unable to do it. Giannis was able to do it. But gee, Dame Lillard, you're not Giannis. You're probably not going to be able to accomplish what he did. So you probably just need to move on and onto your next venture.
Dame is
and
heavy recruiting, though.
And get yourself really solidified in that legacy.
We know Dame is heavy recruiting, though, right? We may not know, obviously, right? It's rumored.
I'm pretty sure more, yeah.
But I'm sure he's calling players.
But also, why do we? Okay, so two things about Dame. One, do you think Dame thinks he has done all he can possibly do in Portland?
I could agree with that. I could definitely say he has done as much as he can do.
No. Do you think Dame thinks that he thinks he's done that?
No.
I don't think Dame thinks he's done that. And also, like, do you think he cares?
A little bit, bro. I think everybody cares that's played basketball.
But listen,
cares about having a ring.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's been named the top. No, don't look at me like that. He's literally first ballot Hall of Famer. He's been named the top. What are you doing?
He NBA 75, so yeah, he had
been
first
named
ballot.
the top 75 player of all time.
He was in that 25.
He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Period. The second he retires, 6 years later, he's walking straight into Springfield. He gonna finish with a whole bunch of records. He'll be probably the best player in Blazers history, outside of maybe Bill Walton, if you want to put Bill Walton ahead of him.
Bill Walton had like 3 years though.
Yeah, but Bill Walton did win MVP and did bring the franchise to the only championship. And did bring the franchise to the only championship.
It was crazy.
So,
3 years.
So again, if you want to put, he did literally have 3 years, but he did win the championship and gave him the again and won the MVP. Which
LA native, shout out.
Yeah, so it's like. Bill Walton? But even still, outside of Bill Walton, who the fuck? Clyde? I'm going Dame over Clyde. Yeah. Me personally.
Yeah, I would.
So like outside of that, who the fuck? Like, do we think he cares? Maybe he just likes living in Oregon. I live in Oregon. I think he just built like the most expensive house in the history of Oregon.
Yeah, that's crazy how you in Oregon and you're not sponsored by Nike. It's kind of
wild. It's kind of crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm in Oregon. Like I'm chilling, bro. Like I don't know if.
I'm sure if his shoe contract ends, they're gonna throw him in the bag if they get a chance. But I doubt it. Adidas is keeping them on a leash. You know.
Yeah, I doubt it. I mean, I wouldn't. Really I doubt it. Like, yeah, I doubt it. Like you play for the Blazers, bro.
Kyrie contract over with Nike, so I don't know. But like I said, but to speak on it. So you as far as what J.R. Smith said, if he's telling them to advocate the ring chase. Is that the new thing? Is that going to be something that we're accustomed to as far as NBA superstars, perennial top 5, top 10 elite players?
I don't know if they're ring chasing. I just think it's a situation of players have more power.
Yeah.
Players realize in general that like they are complete brands and their brands mean something. And when pushing the ball again, and when let's say a Kevin Durant walks into your arena, when a LeBron James walks into your arena, when a Kyrie, when a Steph Curry walks to your arena, your ticket sales increase, your jersey sales increase, your television, you get on TV more. Everything. What you do that for?
I'm just like,
do you disagree?
like them.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hit the.
Oh, okay. But like your TV and your everything increases. So I am a brand. So if me being a brand, I have to make the best business decisions for myself. So the best business decision for me, if I'm like, for instance, right, if I'm stuck in Oklahoma City, there are even less opportunities. Number one, I have to live there.
Facts.
I have to live in Oklahoma City. Number one.
Shout out Oklahoma fans.
But we all black. Man. Now, granted, if you white and you from fucking, I don't know, name a place in the world where you could be white from, and if you from white from West Virginia,
Montana.
You from West Virginia, you might not mind living in, you know what I'm saying,
West
Oklahoma
Virginia.
City. But where you from? LA?
LA.
I'm from Chicago. You from LA. So you get drafted by Oklahoma City. You said that 8 years. You were free agent.
I'm mad at
Fuck you want to go.
I'm mad at her.
Number one, I think people realize these players have to live in these places every single day.
I'm mad at her.
At least for 6 to 8 months out the year. So again, maybe you just want to live somewhere different, experience different things, and when you put yourself in a bigger market, like if I live in New York, obviously I have more opportunities on a daily basis to
make
expand,
more money.
To expand myself. So even if I do take less money, I am still in a place where I can make more money outside of that. So I don't think it's just so forth as strictly just ring chasing. I think it's also just like, what do I want to live, and what puts me in the best situation to, be who I want to be.
Yeah, but so we say the players have more power. We see Adam Silver. We've seen the documents that's been coming out. We know that the NBA, they're gonna have a sit down again eventually.
Oh, we're getting locked out, bro.
We're getting the lockout. We're getting the lockout.
The next CBA,
these owners are
and these collective bargaining.
These
agreement.
owners are angry.
Yo.
These NBA owners are. Adam Silver don't work for the players.
Bro,
we know
I
that,
used
right?
to love Harden,
we know
bro, but Harden been on some bullshit.
We know Adam Silver works for the owners.
KD on bullshit.
And the governors.
The governors.
Because they're called governors.
Governors, not owners. Governors.
They're called governors, right? He works for the governors, and these governors are very angry. Okay, with the shit that's going on in the NBA. These 1-and-1 deals that they doing, these player options and all this shit that's going on, these force outs, these governors are angry. So I should see a lot more power. Hopefully they get rid of the luxury tax, because the only team in the NBA that's benefiting from the luxury tax is Golden State.
You want me to get rid of the luxury tax?
The only team in the NBA that's benefiting from the only team in the NBA that's benefiting from the luxury tax is Golden State.
Really, you believe that? Honestly,
I think the NBA should have a hard cap.
The Lakers are way over the luxury tax.
I think the NBA should have a hard cap set around the league. Facts. I think the NBA should have a hard cap set around the league.
That.
It would make basketball way better. It would make basketball way better. Way better. There should be no reason why.
In what way? How?
There should be no reason why the Warriors should have ended up with KD. And then,
what do you mean?
And then
how? But there's plenty of reasons why he ended up with KD. I can explain it to you if you want.
And then they send
you
him
obviously
off.
Don't understand
and
I can explain it to you if you want me to.
Can I finish? And then they do it.
Go ahead.
And then when he wants to leave, instead of just fucking leaving, he does a sign-in trade.
Yeah.
He does a sign-in trade.
He bought the Warriors, D'Angelo Russell.
No, that's fair. I think I'm not mad at that.
That sign-in trade shit is crazy.
Look, luxury tax. Okay, the thing what luxury tax does is like I said, obviously, if you're the fucking Timberwolves, you play in Minnesota, you probably like the bigger markets. Like it's a salary cap, but like. Not really.
Not for them. Not for the Clippers.
Yeah, it's like
not for Ballmer. Not for Ballmer.
Not for Ballmer. Not for the Lakers. Not for the Warriors.
Not for the Knicks.
Not for the Knicks. Probably not for the Nets.
Not for the Heat.
Not like certain teams. It's like it's a salary cap, but like
to who? Not us.
Yeah,
we would pay.
Whole country in what do you say? Whole country in recession, but Wayne different.
Exactly.
That type of shit. Whole country in recession,
they
but
talk
Wayne
about,
different.
and I was talking to somebody. They talk about some if they lift the salary cap. I said, boy, Balmer gonna start offering up everybody $300 million contracts.
Million contracts. Like,
I think he the richest owner in the NBA. I think like a couple 30 billion or something like that. He just paid cash for the Kia Forum, you know. So trust me,
he wired the money for the
like he will start sending out $300 million checks to Jimmy Butler and everybody else that he could, and it'd be like the Yankees in baseball.
Facts.
So I mean, I really do believe the basketball would be a lot better if they got a hard cap.
That's a great discussion.
A hard cap would be amazing.
It's a great discussion. But let's end this because I'm finna go out, enjoy myself. So let's end this. But you've been great. We have to do this again.
Definitely.
We have to do this again. We have to have conversations outside of this again. We agreed on Rudy Gobert.
Definitely.
So many different things.
We agree on Ayton too. I'll be listening.
My boy, this guy's tripping.
You lying now?
But
why you lying on air, bro?
But get your plug and let people know where they can find you at. All that.
Once again, I'm Ron. Everything Suganomics. SUGEANOMICS. Suganomics. Shout out Hoops and Brews. Appreciate it.
Love. As always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Pavy, Pavy, World, all one word. Make sure y'all check out my music. Pavy, everywhere on the internet. Stream it. Do what you want to do with it. Yeah, Joe, get your plug.
What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in. Joel, give me on Instagram, Joel R. Wilson. On Twitter, at the Joel, JOLTSS. Shout out to my boy Ron for coming on. Like I said, we've been homies talking basketball for about over 15 years. That's my dog. We talk hoop every day. Let's get it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Great episode today.
My dog.
Yep.